got your girl in the cut, she choose a club going on.
Yo, welcome to WLVS Radio. You tune into the open bar
on a Tuesday.
Salute.
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 Nice.
What's good? What's today's date?
It feels good.
227.
We got one more day.
227. Remember that show they used?
227. I should have played that number. I've been rich today.
You know
I wrote that sitcom, you know.
You did?
Jack K, my aunt.
And look where you are now today.
Right.
Look at you now.
Running the open bar, baby. Hello.
So
Yo, today you said it's 227.
Yes.
So tomorrow it's 228.
Yeah.
And then we
basically.
got, then it'll be 2229.
No, only every.
This not leap year?
No.
I could have sworn this was leap year.
It's 2231.
Yeah, that's when I'm going to get married. You know,
2231.
31st in 2020. 2231. Anyway, I am Hat Ron, your neighborhood bartender. What's good, people? Yo, Redbeard, the truth is in the building. How are you today? You angry?
Nah, I'm good. Actually, I went and got cleaned out today.
Oh man, cleaned out. That can go 8 different ways.
Right, I'm about to say, whoa, pause. Cleaned out how?
Shout out to internal focus. You know, I went and got a.
You got a colonic?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Man.
How was that? You want to tell you about your experience? And why did you get
You
one?
never
He
tell.
didn't know he didn't know he was full of ish.
Right.
Nah, actually I wasn't, because you know I go on a regular basis, but you know.
You get colonics a lot?
No, I mean I go to the bathroom on the regular basis.
Okay. I don't know if I want to talk
You
about
know.
that. Anyway, she said
Just
you gotta
'cause
get your
you-
shit on schedule. I like
That's
that.
right, cause you full of shit. Don't mean I am. Mister, I can't use a bathroom.
I can't. It's not that I would never use it in the public places. If I can't,
Hey, you gotta go. You gotta let it loose.
I can't
Yeah,
do
man.
that.
I thought that was only for the ladies, man.
You need to come on the mic.
You throw your feet up on the door and you just keep pushing.
That's a good
You
thought.
should let it
Good
out.
thought.
That's why I found that way for the director.
All right.
So now we know what women do
Right.
in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Emergency. I like to go at home, but I'm just saying for you. That's I never did that.
For sure.
Me, that throne is the comfort. Is the comfort zone. So
I just refuse to. I would take off work if I have to know if I'm about to use the bathroom.
hold up. How do you know that far in advance? Or
I'm
how
just
can
saying,
you
if
hold
I-
it
If
that
I feel-
long?
If I feel I'm having stomach issues, like, because some people would be like, "Oh, you just gotta go to the bathroom." I'm not gonna go to work. I'll take off. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
my
not gonna be
goodness.
using the bathroom at work.
No.
No. Yeah, how about you just
No.
How about you just go in the building and find the big handicap bathroom and
You know what? That's what
lie in the toilet
So I've been
That's
doing
the
this.
issue.
with some tissue
If I
and
really had to, I would. I have found like the spot, the way
the
in
less
the back,
used restroom.
right? Where nobody.
Least used.
I'm telling you, this is what you do, right? Me personally, ever since elementary school, go to nurse's office, middle school, high school, right? You go to nurse's office, you go to use the bathroom, right?
That's the cleanest.
As
least.
an adult, right? You gotta go to the fanciest hotels that are out there. You know the bathrooms are clean.
See, Navy all around the city. See,
You gotta know where to go. You go to, I can even come in your building, and use the bathroom because your building's
I
pretty
would.
nice.
My building is nice,
it's kind
but
of upscale. Yeah.
well, what I'm saying, I know in college I had to get my appendix taken out because I had this phobia and this.
That wasn't after college, and that wasn't the reason.
That was.
No, it wasn't. We ain't gonna tell. It was Heartbreak Hotel. That was the real
No,
reason.
that wasn't it. No, that was. No, I got my appendix taken out right after when I came home from college.
You got your appendix taken out in like 96, 97.
That's when I came home from school. That's what I said.
Nah, you was already home.
was
I remember
home.
that.
I ain't
day.
come home since '97. Anyway,
I remember it.
I was. Well, the doctor told me that I wasn't.
We know that.
So anyway,
First of all,
why we
if
having
you
a whole
don't take
conversation about this,
if you don't take a shit the whole semester, is a problem.
That's a bad problem.
well, I ate like a piece of bacon and maybe a slice of toast, so I wouldn't have to use the bathroom. So
Every
I did
day?
pretty good. That's as far as I would go.
Every day.
I wouldn't eat. I didn't eat my first semester because I didn't like the bathroom situation. They didn't have like stalls. They didn't have like the whole shower situation was even sick to me. I didn't like it.
So you didn't go to the bathroom the whole semester?
I ain't gonna say I didn't, but I didn't go like I should have. Like I tried my best not to. not
Right,
have to.
until it was absolutely necessary.
It had to be extremely
And then you messed yourself up medically.
I had to get my appendix taken out.
See, was it worth it?
No.
It was not worth it.
And you still full of shit.
After all of that.
Well, anyway, PDO, you in the building. You had a good weekend?
Man, peace to the people. I did.
Oh, well, you do anything?
Well, actually, you know, I rent out some space, so I rented out. I had a couple parties in some of my
Strippers? That's what I'm talking about.
in my church buildings.
Oh, my bad. Well, praise the Lord.
But they were nonetheless. There was some sweet 16s.
There was somebody on their knees,
said
and
sweet
he was
16.
praying
16.
on.
Be careful, be careful. He said sweet
Shout out to
16.
R. Kelly.
It was sweet 16.
Was R. Kelly there?
Hey,
Is it
what can I say, man?
Were
No.
you at the Sweet 16 party?
I was around the party. I mean, I had to make sure they opened the door so they can get set up and
So
everything.
your facilities host parties? It's nice like that? No offense.
Yeah, I do. I mean, their facilities, I open them for churches. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm talking about to host like a nice, elegant party.
But yeah, they all do host parties too. Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You need to do a little get together, something like that.
I need to do that. Throw a card party at you. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you can do it.
If it makes the money, right?
Hey, listen, I look right up the street here on Rhode Island Avenue, First and T.
You gonna tell everybody? Everybody's gonna be at your house.
Well, no.
You
But no, this
not
is
his
you got
house,
a lot
so.
of fame.
no, this is a church up here, but you know, it's like a Catholic church, and they host like big events in their basement all the time. You know,
Well, I'm looking at this infused food. It looks really good and tasty, but
man.
I'm all.
Pancakes.
Is that pancakes?
They're like cornbread.
Oh, I don't do cornbread. That's almost like giving me watermelon. No, I'm just.
Must see that one.
Oh, she called me sensitive. And fat.
She said,
I'll
been
try
around
your
you
cornbread.
Okay,
live on
precious.
about 10 minutes, and she said, "I got you pegged."
I'm not.
Get him a napkin in case he has to spit it out.
Right.
I don't.
I have a sensitive
I
stomach.
gotta stay away from bread.
Me
It's
too.
mild. It's not like a real sweet or real
It's
strong
not.
flavor. No, you can't taste
You can't taste it. And what's the name of your company again?
Bud Baker products.
Bud Baker.
Bud Baker product.
Bud
And
Baker.
I'm a Freedom Chef. I have a show here every Tuesday at 5.
We know that. All right.
Oh, very
Oh.
nice.
I heard about it. Well, we're going to try these. I'm going to try these on the break. And just in case you.
I would do that.
Right. I would.
You may want to wait till the show's over.
Oh, really? Is that bad?
I was late today because I ate one of those last night before I went to bed.
Oh, snap.
Fish John going, you eat that, but we'll put it in your mouth.
Oh, ooh, she said put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
We're having a decent show.
Does that have a double
for-
entendre for you?
For the record, she got me blushing. And I know my eyes are glossy, but I'm not high. I don't know what's going on. I took some allergy
You know, my
medicine.
mother used to accuse me of that when I was in high school.
Mama
And I
Austin, don't believe it. He's in here high.
Mama also
I did
knows.
not even smoke at the time.
You didn't smoke.
No, but my mother used to always say,
Think you
your
were
eyes
high?
are glossy. You
Something
high.
wrong.
When I first met,
So what were you doing?
I was just out getting some tail.
when I first met Red Beard, he looked like a pothead to me. He had like long red dreadlocks. The whole you call it
Yeah, man, I never
Rastafarian
met
look.
him with the locks.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. He, of course, he was like 200 pounds
He cut,
smaller.
and
too.
he cut him off like 5 years before he met me, I guess.
Oh, you
Nah,
didn't?
I cut him off in 2012.
Was that when y'all were doing the other show?
He did
Yep.
have him on the
What
show.
year was that? That's about that time, I guess.
Yeah.
Close
Yeah,
to about that
but
time.
he really should have cut him off in 2010 because his headline was way back.
He was
then.
Stevie
He was
Wondering it.
holding
No, I was not.
He was
Just
holding
because
it.
you
They
ain't
was-
had
they
hair
was
since
holding on. This
just
dreadlock
because you
is
ain't
like-
hair since '93.
Whatever.
He was Stevie
The
Wondering
hair-
it.
it
This
was
dude used to
bad.
go to the barbershop. I don't know for what.
I was going to the barbershop. Told me, he said, "You got 25 more haircuts to go, buddy." I was like, "Okay." I didn't know how to say.
And this is back in the early '90s.
Exactly, right?
I can still get hair. Actually,
He was
I'm
still in
gonna
his early 30s,
So,
right?
and this, I didn't tell y'all, but I'll show in 2 weeks. Y'all gonna come. I'm gonna have a full headline and everything. I have to let my hair grow out around here for 2 weeks, and y'all gonna see the rest. So everybody,
Or they
you
don't
wait
give
for
you,
that.
They don't give you the
I'm not gonna tell you
the
it
male
is,
weave,
but
the man
person,
weave.
It's not a weave.
It's not a weave?
It's a long story, but the person that does
It's
it,
a
he's
man
gonna be on
lace
the show.
front?
They're gonna be on the show.
It's a
and
male
I'm gonna
lace front?
show- It's not a wig. It's not anything. I
So they're
just
gonna
can't
use
tell
your
you.
follicles.
I'm not telling
You
you.
don't have none, so how
I
they
can't. I can't explain it.
In 2 weeks,
But
you
live-
gonna have. In 2 weeks,
in
you gonna
2
have one
weeks-
side growing out back here. It's gonna be one side.
I am going to have a
You'll be
full.
so
Shout out to
mad.
Sherman Hemsley.
You'll be so mad, John.
I could be the first. I'm gonna have a full headline in 2 weeks, and y'all gonna be like, "Dang!" And everybody gonna want it.
You gonna call Weezy too? Because you gonna be George Jefferson out there.
Hey, no. I don't know. LeBron
It's
got
so-
the people, though.
Oh, he got the.
Because his hair came back.
This might
No, it's
His hair
still
was definitely gone.
it's
It was
still gone.
It looks way better.
Nah.
He
He
did something.
he still needs some plugs.
He must
you
have got some
seen him
spray or
lately?
something.
You seen him lately?
No. Well, I mean, it looked like he had more hair than like when he first went to Miami. There was no hair. It was just a line. All this was gone.
Now,
Yeah,
PD,
and it's still gone.
now, PDO, is it safe to say that you're in your 40s, right?
Yes.
And you have a your full hair and everything. Real
Yes,
teeth.
but it's thinning though. Yes.
Your hair is thinning.
My hair's thinning right up here.
Stress.
It's stress.
And it's stress. That's all it is, man. I wish I had known better. I wouldn't have stressed
Because
myself
when
out.
we first met you didn't have any gray. So
I
what
had
happened?
some gray,
So,
but
have
it
we
was
stressed
nowhere
you?
near like this.
Have we stressed you? Is that the problem?
No, man. It's trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, man. It gets tired. You get
What?
tired like that.
Men, we don't care about telling our age. Like I'll tell you in a minute, I'm 29. I have no problem with saying that.
Exactly.
He's
Whatever.
actually what, 49?
Exactly.
Don't worry about how old.
And tell me something, Ron. Are you dying this?
I am not dying it. See, I'm
Tell the truth, man.
I'm not dying it.
You combing just for
I'm
men
not
through there?
dying it today. But,
Exactly. Right.
This is the real me.
So you actually dye your hair?
I don't dye it, but I meant like if I cover patches if I'm
So
going
when you
out.
got,
But when I'm
like
going
you
somewhere,
use that Beijing for your
it's
beard.
not called Beijing. But
For your-
if
for
I'm
your-
going
What
out,
is it?
don't worry about it. But it's not Beijing. It's not a wet. It's more of a powder.
Y'all gotta
like,
tell me something though,
substance.
because honestly, the past 2 weeks, man, I've been getting like talked to by some young people in my life like I'm like a grandfather. They like the
Are
beard
you-
is like,
are
does
you
this make me
blind
look
or
too
you
old?
new?
No, what I'm saying is that
I mean, you're seasoned.
that's what they keep saying. I'm like, that's code word right there. That's code word for Mr. Steal
I
Your
do get
Grandma.
kind of insulted when they be like, "Excuse me, sir." I be like, "Yo,
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
I'm popping too."
See, what I did was I messed around and I listened to a couple.
See, you're
Of,
not popping if you gotta say I'm popping.
I listened to a couple of women my age tell me that this was sexy, but it's not sexy. It's old. It's old.
Oh, it's not sexy. She said it too. You know what I'm saying? She just said it.
You said it's not sexy?
That's what she said.
No, I did not know.
She didn't
No,
say it's not
she
sexy.
said-
With what you're saying.
She
So-
disagreed with what you're saying.
So,
Okay.
you think he's sexy?
Well, listen.
That means I'm putting.
Here's the
When
thing.
you're 20, it's not sexy. When you're 40, it is. Because you have great too.
See, she's doing the same thing. See,
Because
she's making
she-
me
oh,
feel.
you're-
Can't see mine.
She's making me feel okay about it. But when I walk around these young people, they're like,
But you know how
What's
it
up,
is,
Pop?
right? They don't want to see. They don't want you to. It's just like how your girl, right? She'll tell you no matter how big you get, right?
see,
How
like,
how fat you are or whatever, how lazy you get. Oh, it's okay because they know that nobody else gonna want you, so
Right.
they want to keep you for
They
themselves.
what it is.
Hey, look,
Exactly,
and
right?
they keep feeding you and feeding you.
Exactly. Have you like full
Yeah,
and fat
they
and
feed
gray
you
and-
infused flavored pancakes. No, because nobody wants you. These look like they're gonna be. I can't wait
So
to taste them.
I'm going to thin it out though.
Why don't you just dye it first and see how that looks?
I want to do that, but the only problem is once you do it, you got to keep doing it. That's like more work.
Yeah.
Get a permanent dye.
So why don't just?
Not that I know.
I really would fit in, right? A little bit. I would have to get the stomach going though. Then
Well, you should go get the fat transfer. That'll work for you. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if they let me do it.
No, fat transfer. Anybody can do it. You don't have to. You don't have to be overweight like
You
that.
don't have to get a medically approved to do it. They
No,
gotta
it's
check it out.
it's plastic surgery. You can do it.
Let's take this because
They'll take that and they can put it in your chest.
Man, it just something came and it came and kept coming.
Since 34.
Since 34, right? I mean, before 32, I was still looking like my son. Like I was still.
Okay.
But I met you probably roughly about what 7 years ago.
Not that far.
About 5.
Yeah, 5.5.
You were pretty in shape when I at least.
Yeah, I wasn't even this one. I'm telling you.
You had a waist trainer on. Oh,
Stop playing with me, man.
He did
I
like
didn't
you
know.
had the myrtle on.
I rock my myrtle in a minute. Yeah, I don't care.
See, I can't get with all these guys wearing Beijing and girdles
It's not girdles. It's a
and male
myrtle.
weaves.
It's a myrtle for men.
When you got on a shirt and some underwear that's like holding your body in,
As a girdle.
it's a girdle.
It's a myrtle. You gotta play some respect.
Put some respect on it.
Put some respect on
I'm
it.
gonna thin this out. I'm gonna lose my stomach, and
I say that too.
then I'm gonna let my son dress me.
Your son, he dresses pretty well.
Yeah,
That's what he was doing last month.
Avery.
Oh, the son was dressing you last time.
That's what y'all think. I just dressing me, but it's all right to look.
Dave, your son dressed pretty well too, don't you think?
No, he wears skinny jeans.
Oh, well, he's skinny.
Yeah, my boys wear skinny jeans, and Avery bigger than you, Dave.
Hey,
He would wear
no,
skinny jeans. I'll be like-
that's a no.
But when
no.
you 18, everybody's wearing skinny jeans. That's what
My
they
son
doing.
is 24. He should not be wearing skinny jeans.
See, he wears skinny jeans too.
He don't look
exactly.
24 though. But anyway.
Oh yeah, shout out to Avery though, my youngest boy. He's going to go to college next year. He's going to Hampton.
Shout out Avery.
He's going to Hampton.
He's going not Hampton University, but he's going to a Christian JUCO school in.
He said, no, not Hampton. No, you want to? No, not.
Not Hampton University.
Is the other HU Howard? No, not that HU. He made it somewhere though.
No, it's a JUCO. It is.
Okay.
Junior college.
It's the college that took him in. They're gonna play ball, and he's getting the ride. He getting housing, he getting everything. But again, he had to take what he could get because while his football was up, his grades wasn't.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Well, we do. I know I got my child in school. It wasn't because of
you had to pull them strings, right?
my baby's smart.
He had to do something strange to get in school.
To get accepted in the
He
school.
ain't even getting no change from it.
He had to pull tricks.
I felt like on Set It Off, when she paid for, it's like, you know what I had to do to get this check? She thought she want to go to school. I said, I can't.
After all that,
After all I had to go to get you in this school, and you're not going to go, I felt so dirty. But anyway, we got a hot show today. It's just going to be us today. We're going to be talking about some hot topics. We got a lot going on. Of course, Wendy Williams said some things that would set us off.
And we still gonna talk about a little bit about Monique.
A little Monique. Yep, we got some hot stories, some updates on her whole boycott situation, as well as some sad news happened with the Cosby family, of course. We'll discuss that. And just a lot. We're just going to have some fun. We'll be right back with our drink of the day and some hot topics. Give us a call at 202-656-1BAR.
As I was running through the storm to get my umbrella, I stopped and shot when I saw you with another fella. Oh wow.
Smoking hot, going good, putting the in your food. Smoking hot, going good, putting the in your food. Smoking hot, going good, putting the in your food. Smoking hot, going good, putting the putting.
Hold up. Cut that shit down, man. Ain't that little E nigga, man? What's up, dog? Blow one.
I picked you up when you fell go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga. When you stank it, nigga, what the fuck you thinking, nigga? I won't die for this shit or what the fuck I say. Front yard, broad day with the S. See Gucci, that's my motherfucking nigga. I ain't even down with the Detroit killers. Walk a flame on the hood ass nigga. Water down the smoke, black boys, my nigga. Got a main bitch, got a mistress. A couple of girlfriends, I'm so rich. Keep my dick hard and keep me smoking. You get pills free, shouting no joke. And what I stand for, bricks, bro. I'ma die for this shouting, man, I swear to God. In the trap, yo, some killers and some hood niggas. Where you at? Where the trap? Where the hood nigga? Keep this shit 300, put that shit on my hood. Chris fucking with me, she in the vice mode. Essays in the middle, freestyle off the wall. Flying squad, walk a block, a fucking strike it on. I go hard in the motherfucking bank, nigga. Really stank it, nigga. What the fuck you thinking, nigga? I won't die for this shit or what the fuck I say. Front yard, broad day with the S. See Gucci, that's my motherfucking nigga. I ain't even down with the Detroit killers. Walk a flame on the hood ass nigga. Water down slow, black boys, my nigga. What's up, pussy nigga? What's up, ball nigga? I got all that nigga, make your mamas mama with you. Hope you got your killers with you. Hope you got your niggas with you. Hope your goons riding with you. They gon' fucking miss you, nigga. Nigga, what a attitude like Easy Q. When my little brother died, I said, fuck school. I put the burner on and I put some marijuana. 2 years later, screaming out, we're on them. Glock 1 to SK if you want to be. Shouting point blank range, I put your ass to sleep. Shouting talking shit, so watch what you say. Broad day in the head like this shit legal. I go hard in the
Acid break, acid break, acid break, acid break.
Your DJ has only just begun. just begun.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
Salute, salute, salute. Yo, I'm rocking the t-shirt today. Am I the only one rocking it?
Yes, you are.
I think so, yo. This shirt, you can see this. Also, look at the back with our little logo. Uh-oh.
Your mama would be totally upset with you.
Anyway, at least I'm wearing underwear today. Thank God. I couldn't remember. But you can order these shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds to benefit the people of Puerto Rico. Let's try to get them back on their feet. The shirts are $10, right?
Let's get some real updates on the people of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we got to get some updates. See if our $2, came in handy yet. But I'm just kidding.
I need to reach out to one of my Puerto Rican friends, see how their family
Please
is
get us
doing.
an update by next week.
It's really good over there. Like last we heard they had sent a sub. They had sent a sub. There wasn't a good firm out of Texas to go over and do the rebuild and all of that to get electricity up. It was like a hookup, and they weren't really good. So, do they have power?
Well, I know
Are
my
they back online?
my boss.
Like, what's up? Like,
my boss brought her mother here, and she's staying here now. So I thought. So I don't know how, but her brother is still there. She said so.
Hold
we
up.
definitely need.
You have
some
a
of that.
boss?
I do have a boss, believe it or not. At least I have. I'm gonna say I have a sponsor that pays my bills. Yes.
boss. Yeah,
Yeah.
boss is like a term from out of like the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Hey, boss.
I have a sponsor that pays my bills. Anyway, yo, I know I say every segment is my favorite segment, but this is my favorite segment. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, we introduce our drink of the day. Hey. That's a
This
new
look
one.
like some Coke right here.
It ain't Coke.
It's a nice gentleman's drink.
It's a nice gentleman's drink. We call it the Black
Russian.
Black Russian. I thought y'all was gonna give it like a
Black
African.
Nigerian, yeah.
A Black Nigerian.
Black History Month, right?
Black History Month, but it's the Black Russian. It connects politics and Black history together. That's what I say, right?
Exactly.
So we're drinking just a simple Black Russian made with our choice of absolute vodka this time, along with I forgot what that Kahlua. Kahlua
Coffee
was my
liqueur.
favorite. A coffee liqueur.
Do they have multiple versions of that? Is there different? Of coffee liquors is.
Yes.
There's Bailey. Well,
That's
Bailey's
what I was-
is
that's
a
what I
cream.
meant to get.
Bailey's is a
And
cream.
then you got
So-
Patron has one too.
They do
Yeah.
have a dark one, but Patron's is that's tequila take you somewhere else.
But if you add,
Right.
if you'd add,
But it's
Bailey's
a
is what
liqueur.
Actually, what I wanted to substitute this for.
well, if you add that, then it would have been a White Russian. It'd be good. That'd been a good.
If you
drink.
had added the Bailey's, you
The
saying?
Bailey's would have been a White Russian. It turns it creamy. So anytime you add, or you can add milk to this, it becomes a White Russian. But right now it's the Black Russian. Most people like
It's
that.
a Black Nigerian.
It is what it is. Don't
about
mess the name up. But I love Black Russian, so it's really smooth. It's definitely a good drink, my brothers. If you like a good, smooth, kind of a sweet taste to it, but it still gets you there.
Tough drink, exactly.
Tough drink. It still puts some hair on your chest. And a woman probably can like it as well. So
Right. Yeah.
So
A woman who likes something going down her throat, pretty good. Something strong going down her
party girl.
throat.
Where's them young ladies that just left? They see how it runs down. Anyway, salute.
Salute.
No, I didn't even tell y'all about my weekend before we go into hot topics. So this weekend I did.
All right, we're going to break.
We'll be right back.
No, I had something really funny happen. I went to the prison in Montgomery County.
Is it a prison or is it actually just a jail?
He went to the actual jail.
I don't know. I guess what's the difference between a jail and a prison?
A prison, you're staying there for a very long time, a very extended
Well,
time.
these people had on the men had on green jumpers, and the women had on tan jumpers.
Well, that's important.
That's present. That's
it's important.
Well,
these people
in prison,
they want to be able to
in
identify.
prison, you may not actually wear a jumper unless you having company. So like you may. What I'm saying is, you may not wear a certain outfit. You may have jeans and a t-shirt.
Well, these people, all the men had the same.
I think you have to wear
on.
like some.
Yeah, they tell them.
You have to wear some uniform stuff. You can't just wear the regular jeans. Like you just can't have.
The real prison.
In the prison.
Yeah, they clothes.
You don't have to wear the
They have
stripes
some
or the
pants.
orange.
They have pants and they have shirts that you can wear.
You watch too many movies.
You don't have to wear the stripes or the orange.
No. Well, I mean, it depends on where you are. No, the juveniles do. They wear the orange. They want to be able to see these people. If you're running
now, but that's
outside or you
now
get
that's
lost or
usually
anything.
like in county or city jails.
You better
They
come
do
on with
that.
your prison.
True.
Your
So up in
prison
Marlboro,
knowledge.
right? You're gonna wear orange.
Yeah.
Well, where I went,
or in DC.
Upper Marlboro,
Or in DC,
orange.
yes.
But I was in Montgomery County and they had on green and tan.
But county jail, like the temporary lockup, is a lot different than once you get actually sentenced and you
this
sent to
definitely
the.
was not a temporary lockup. This
Exactly.
was-
So that's why they had on the blue and the tan.
They were there for some people have been there for a while. But
They've
anyway,
been there for a while, but have they been sentenced?
Now let me
not
tell you.
my
Let me tell you what else
business.
is interesting though. Is that how they let the men and women kind of intercommingle
well, not here.
in the prisons.
Not
I mean, no,
here.
you don't. No, they don't live in the same place, but they actually when they work their jobs, some of the jobs
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
that might be true.
intertwine.
That might be true.
You know what I'm saying? Like if
I know
you,
they getting it in.
you work in the barbershop, you think right, but you in the barbershop or something like this, or like women do nails.
It depends on how much pull you got on there. You could be getting it in.
I'm sure somebody.
You know what I appreciate about the women that was in that prison though? Because let me just say why I was there. I was there. We did a Black History play. My group, we did a.
Yeah,
Black
you cut
History
out
play.
on us for a weekend.
No,
event
I
we
already
had planned,
had that
but-
plan.
okay,
I got my dates mixed up.
But your church was doing a play at the prison.
I didn't want to say my church, but since you said it, I just said my group. But my church
Your
did
group?
do. We did a.
You don't like the Lord?
I love the Lord.
All right,
You don't love God? What's wrong with you?
come forward.
So I'm just joking. Anyway, my church was doing a play at the prison. A Black History play. So we did one for the women, the first, and then we did one for the men. And the women were really quiet. They just stood there. They were really cute and sweet. But the men was into it. They were shouting and they were clapping. And I was like, well, what's the... the women, but I guess because the men came last, so by that time we gave them the best show, I guess. So I don't know.
You know what? I'm not even paying attention to what you just said just now, right? But you lied to us.
About what?
Because you said you was going to be deep in Maryland somewhere. You was in Montgomery County.
Well, let me tell you.
That wasn't deep in Maryland.
Well, I didn't know where the prison was. I was just told that it was like an hour away, an hour and a half away.
It's not quite an hour, but okay.
It was about a good hour drive.
It
was
could have
deep.
been in traffic.
It was about an hour and a half. But I admit I didn't know exactly where it was. I'm not too familiar with the prisons here like you are.
So
Neither am I.
So with the women, they were glad twice.
I don't know how to take that. Where are we going with that?
They were glad y'all came and glad you were gone. I mean, you said they was like, okay.
They were just like, yeah.
They wanted to be over.
I was kind of thinking that.
What was
So
the
our group-
synopsis of the play?
Well, the play was about pretty much somebody who was incarcerated, and they got on their feet and.
Definitely down the wrong road.
Yes. Why would you
The play
do-
was good though. It was a really
What-
good play.
To who?
The men enjoyed it, but let me tell you the difference was
Because they was getting some new people
play-
in there.
the play was written.
Was you a
for-
prisoner?
No, I played. I played a person was trying to give the prisoner a job.
Y'all was the worst witnesses for Jesus ever.
Why would you
They went to a jail
Yeah,
and
the
did a
play-
piece about a jail.
play about a jail?
Like I'm faking like I'm locked up, but
No,
I'm
he
not.
wasn't locked up. That character was previously incarcerated, and it was showing that he applied for.
Rubbing it in their face, right?
He applied
hey,
for a position.
this is what can happen to you if you do your
If you
30
get a-
years.
So he applied for a position, and then he ended up getting the position. He thought he was going to get it because of his background. So it
Okay,
was showing them.
so y'all say
the
it's
point
hope.
was, there's hope. Don't ever give up.
Just because you've
Just
gone
'cause
through
you're
this.
here. Your past is not your future, and people
Okay.
need to realize it was a good play. I don't care what y'all
I'm with
say.
you. I was
But
messing with you.
where we went wrong was the women. It was the same play, but women did it for the women, and men did it for the men. Which so our women actors they weren't
That's
quite.
just all wrong too, Ron.
I know but it was a good play anyway. But anyway, the men enjoyed it. They got it. A couple of them came to Christ and all that. It was a great play, so it was a good time.
Next,
shout out to all the people at Montgomery County
correctional
facility, and it was a great facility. They offered me some
These are
brownies. I
adults?
was like, no, these were adults.
Adults, okay.
So it was a good
up, man?
play. And
they offer you what?
They offered us some food. I was like, no.
Man, you should take their food. You should take it, man. I would love to eat food that's out of jail. I want to eat like the MREs that the military uses. Are they? I would like to taste one to see.
But I'm trying to figure out how do people. I just want the training, the basic training or the physical training they do, because people go in jail and they come back looking like supermodels. So I want to know. That's what
you eating limited food and you're working out. You got nothing else to do.
Exercising. You're not stressed out because all you can do is calm down.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I need. I need that. Anyway, that was my weekend.
Hold on, Jacob. You had MREs before?
Yeah, I've had MRAs because my girlfriend is in the Army. So like we went camping for a weekend this past summer, and we brought 2 packs of MREs and we ate them on a mountain.
What exactly is MREs again?
Meals ready to eat.
Yeah.
In the military, these are packs of food. Like it's like a whole meal, right? How does it look, Jacob? Like describe it.
It's kind of like a big brown pouch.
It's add water or something.
Thing. Yeah, I mean,
and it turns to
you don't even
chicken
have
and
to
macaroni and
add,
cheese.
like you don't even have to add water. So like they actually have these crazy little packets in there that you kind of hit them or smash them, and they have like a chemical reaction, like an ice pack or like one of those.
And they heat up. They get
and
hot.
They heat up. They get like boiling hot, and then you can like put it in another little pouch with your ravioli or your chili mac or your like
chili macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, it's actually delicious.
That
like
sounds
super heavy.
That sounds like in a couple of years you're gonna find out you got cancer from eating it.
No, it's like a real meal. I want to
man-made.
get one. I have to see if I can.
And they have like
talk to you
packs
offline and see if we can get.
and like they have like the full course meal.
Why don't you cater something at your house with those one day?
I'm trying to get her to sneak me a couple on me. I don't want her to get in trouble. But an MRI, I would love to taste it, and even gel food. Like I said, you should have tried it.
Depends on what kind you want, because they have like each one is labeled as meal number 17, and you kind of have to like there are like a bunch of different ones.
Well,
until you know it, you don't know, right? Until you
it
know
says, but it's like there are a lot of different ones. So
well, to
people don't
me,
get
it's
sick.
just that practice make perfect. So I was like, I'm not going to practice being in jail because I might end up there. So I'm not going to. I want to be perfect on that. Anyway, y'all ready to go on some hot topics?
Hold on, but have y'all ever been locked up?
Anyway, y'all want to go on some hot topics? That's something I want to discuss.
See, now you want to be shy, man, and you at the open bar.
All right. Well, let me tell you. When I was locked up, it wasn't.
Exactly.
When I was locked up, it wasn't like a real lockup. I was in a holding cell when I was in college, and I was fine. I'm not gonna lie. I was fine until
Still couldn't use the bathroom.
Of course, I would never use the bathroom there. But anyway, it wasn't a couple hours. So when in there, I was fine
until
I heard that cling. When that cling clapped, I said.
When you heard the door shut,
I was fine until then. But by the time I finished, the guard, she was walking me around. I had to hold her. I was like, I'm not staying. I was having a nervous breakdown. So she walked me around until they came and got.
To calm you down?
I had to stay with her the whole time.
So you were having anxiety attack?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't. When I hear that cling, I couldn't do it.
I actually got exactly. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I spent the night in jail in Upper Marlboro.
You were fine.
This is crazy, right? Suspended license. Had to go to court. Didn't go to court. Put a warrant out for me.
Oh no!
Instead of me going to get an attorney to deal with the warrant and give me a new court hearing, I go try to turn myself in. So I was like, I figured if I turn myself in, I would get everything switched and I'd be out, right? This is at 7 o'clock in the morning. They were behind, they were backed up. So at 9 o'clock, you can't get released. They didn't get my paperwork
9
done
p.m.?
At 9 p.m. And so from 7 in the morning to 9 p.m., I sat there all day. And finally, it was like, you're not going home today. So I had to go up to the jail, take off my clothes, put on the orange, the flip-flops, and go into a bunker like all night. I was like, this is crazy. Like for a warrant, man. So, and I was in the crazy thing, I was in a holding cell all day with a guy,
what did
the
you
FBI who had brought in for murder.
Oh wow.
And then when I got there, I was in there with all kinds of dudes who hadn't paid child support. It was an array of everything.
So what was your lie that you told when you was in there? Because you didn't tell her you was in there for a traffic ticket.
I ain't talked to nobody. I was just like, I was just listening to the stories, keeping in my own space. You know, when they finally got us up to the jail part, they took us in a big room with all these guys, and we were on the floor until like 4 in the morning. Until like 4 in the morning, they wake us up and took us and finally got me a cell. I got in the cell, but then they wake you up at 7 to go to the gym to wait for your name to be called because I had already posted bail and everything, but it was after 9 o'clock. So,
see, ain't you glad the Lord saved you, bro?
Yeah, I was like, this was the thing. I was cool because I knew bail was being posted. I knew I was going to get out, but I was like, the way things didn't go according to plan today. What if it happens again tomorrow? You know what I'm saying?
What if?
So you gotta get it.
So I was having like an internal anxiety attack, like, you know.
You want to tell us about your jail experience?
When they call my name, huh? Yeah, right.
Hey, look, you don't want to tell us about your jail experience?
It was long and hard.
You were there for more than a month?
No, not like that.
Yes.
It was long and hard.
He didn't give a pause, right? He didn't get no
pause. Pause.
Because I'm a grown ass man. I don't say no damn pause. I ain't pausing for no damn.
You better not say pause when you say long and hard for jail, brother. We're going to need a pause after that.
How do you still keep in touch with your celly?
No.
Oh, just right. Your experience. Right, your experience.
My goodness.
Yo,
so
it's a great jail story.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
Listen, that's only real, man, you know.
It's real.
Jacob, you been locked up?
He said he was. You never been locked up?
Look at him.
No, I just
Hold up.
I got fired from being an RA once. I don't know what else.
RA?
Residence. Hey,
look at him and look at us.
That's racist.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it pretty is.
It
yeah.
is.
It was,
but it's the truth.
It was
right?
meant to be a division of no.
Shout out to Mary Lawson who said, "Pastor, you are sexy." You know Mary Lawson?
Thank you.
She's 50.
Mary
She's
Lawson?
pretty too.
Mary. Hey,
Mary
Mary.
Lawson is pretty.
Mary.
Mary's a cutie.
Shout out to Anthony McAllister. What's up, Anthony? To come on the show. He got an event coming up.
Big Mac.
He didn't send us the date, but you can go on Eventbrite. It's Couture Scholarship Benefit Dinner. Fashion show. Wow. Okay. Call him at 434-434-17431 for tickets.
We gotta remember that. We gotta give him a bigger shout out than that.
We give him a big shout. We'll have more information on our Facebook for the
we'll share it,
actual
yeah.
event. We'll definitely share it. Yo, y'all ready to go on some hot topics?
For sure. I just was going to ask Jacob, did he ever get arrested, though?
He just said he did. He said
No.
Hey, he can go to jail. You can get arrested and not go to jail.
But
you know, you can get like.
Honestly, like after hearing y'all, I was like, maybe. Well, I'm still young. Maybe I should try it out.
No.
You gonna hear that cling and you gonna think. I heard that
I don't
cling.
suggest it for no one.
I would never forget that sound ever again. It's
Hey,
creepy.
I tell you this: when they called my name to release me and they gave me my clothes back, my
You ran out of there.
ride wasn't there. I just started walking.
Yep.
By the time my girlfriend came to meet me, I was like halfway back up to Pennsylvania Avenue. I'm out of here, baby. I'm free.
How long ago was this?
This was years ago, man. This is like
Last week.
this is at least 18 years ago.
Wow.
20 years ago.
I went to pick somebody up from jail once from
You
the drunk
did?
tank, from the
From a
drunk
drunk
tank.
tank.
You know,
Drunk
like,
tank, that's not jail.
fair.
I've been there before.
I'm trying to relate. I don't know what to
Okay,
say.
so that's all cool though. How about rehab? No.
Why would you ask him that? What were you trying to insinuate?
He said he's trying to relate. He's something being
Yeah.
detained.
Have you
So,
been
like,
to rehab before?
You know, rehab. Like I haven't been to rehab, no. But I have somebody, folk in my family who've been into rehab. You know,
I know a lot of people who have because I went to
Yeah.
boarding school and everybody in boarding school is fucked up.
everybody's there.
Everybody's fucked up, and like half of them were in rehab right before they were there.
That's interesting because I was talking about sending a kid there. I was advising somebody saying maybe that's the thing for him. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when people are so trouble with a kid and they don't have the tools to handle the kid, but like you said, you're sending them there with issues, right?
Right. Well, I mean,
Around
actually,
other
I
kids with more
knew
issues.
several kids throughout my time at boarding school who were part of this program where their parents were so nervous for their safety and well-being, and they were so completely out of control that their parents hired people to, in the middle of the night, put a bag on their head and throw them in a van
And bring them.
to rehab.
The
for
stories-
like 5 months.
The
And
stories of all these white people.
oh yeah,
Oh,
But look at this. Yeah,
very very rich white people.
yeah. Exactly. See, but look at this though. But
They
there's some-
paid somebody to
Yes.
kidnap
That-
them.
but
So-
Their own parents.
So name one black man who would do that.
exactly.
Because my mom would be like, "Get your ass in this." Oh, he just doing the drugs. It's just a little. The black family don't care about it. They get over it.
White moms are scared of smacking their kids, and I think
No
I
doubt.
think that's
My
more
mom
valuable.
ain't had no problem with it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I wish my mom did. I wish I had a white mother in that regard. They say, well, you talk to him. Hey, but listen to this.
Is my
though.
dad black? Is that what this means then?
Yeah, if dad got into that. That's right. But look at this though. There are rehabs. There's some rehabs that are voluntary, and the others are when you. In
Majority
there,
of them
in
are
there.
voluntary.
Right, but some when you get in there, you're in there, right? They hold you, right?
If they're court mandated, otherwise they're pretty much voluntary. You can actually walk out
Or sign out anytime you want.
basically
you
because
got a problem, I
they
think you should
can't
be able to
hold
do
you.
that.
They can't restrain you.
And what I'm talking about, this was in between because they were underage and their parents put them in
Yeah.
there, so they could not leave, but they weren't court mandated.
Yes.
either.
Okay.
They were
Okay.
paying very heavily to be in there.
But those are some good topics to explore. We need to do some more, talking about that, man. Like,
Yeah, we need to
Like I
anybody
said,
who,
my family-
anybody
I have
who
some
works or runs a rehab. You need to call and come in.
Come
and
on the show for sure,
Come
man.
on the show.
because
Tell us
honestly,
a little bit
the
more.
big question about rehabs is do they work? Because a lot of people go and they go back and they come out and they try.
Well,
but
nothing's
it's really
nothing's
effective.
really going to affect you. I mean, you're never going to do anything unless you decide you want it. If you just go because somebody forced you to go,
But the only thing about that, then Ron, you're saying that they don't want it bad enough.
They don't.
It's hard.
It's hard to
It's
do.
just
To
like-
say that with addiction, it's hard, man. Like,
yeah, but I'm
It's
saying,
a
but
disease,
it may
man.
be
You-
hard.
it-
It
it's a
may be hard,
disease.
but when you decide that you say, I'm just tired of it and I'm not doing it no more.
Have you ever been addicted to anything?
I've been addicted to something that I had. I would say that when I woke up and I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, and I've stopped.
He was that bad?
Huh?
he was there.
Oh, I get it. Oh, wow.
It's terrible.
All right.
He said, I can't do it. Stop. No more.
This is enough. I can't.
I've had enough of you.
Y'all-
We just kidding, Ron.
You guys are
It's all
crazy.
good. But
No, I'm
but
just
do you
saying, I
want to
just
tell us
think
what you're addicted to though?
Huh?
Do you want to tell? No.
I mean, are you sure? So, I mean, because I still drank, but at one point it was pretty bad. So I had went cold turkey,
Okay.
like literally, like, because
For how long?
I can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying? Or not? I ain't gonna say I can't do this more. I just can't do this as much as I do during the week.
How long
But
did you go
I was
cold turkey?
Like a couple of days.
That turkey's still warm. That was microwave turkey.
I'm trying to figure out what was cold turkey, man.
That's it. I was like, okay, I shouldn't be drinking. 'Cause at one point, you take a drink every day to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point, you take a drink. Don't take my glass with you again, like you did. Like,
No, you good.
I'm just joking. Yo, let's do some hot topics because we just going all over the place. Y'all worried about my addiction habits?
But no, we was. But the question is, when we'll come back to this, is do rehabs actually work? But
We'll talk about that.
it's a
later.
good show, yeah.
Right. Good
Hot
show
topics,
topic.
though.
Hot topics. So, unfortunately, there has been sad news for the Cosbys.
Cosby's.
Yes, Bill Cosby.
Okay.
His middle third daughter just died.
Second
2
to
days-
youngest
second to
daughter.
youngest daughter died 2 days ago of renal disease. She was 44 years old. Beautiful. It's pretty sad, and
What's renal disease?
it's a liver disorder,
Okay.
to my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, please call in and let me know at 202-656-1BAR. But she's a really beautiful girl. Poor Bill Cosby cannot catch a break. And this
Well,
is his second child that died. His son was murdered back in the 90s.
Listen,
But
I'm
not
gonna say this.
97, I think it
I'm gonna
was.
say this, and I don't want to come off insensitive, but if I'm at the open bar, just being like really blunt and real.
Going forward.
It's hard when I hear you say Bill Cosby can't catch a break, and I feel like he caught a lot of breaks.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
No, Bill Cosby worked for everything he got. So
I'm not
gonna
saying
say
he
that.
doesn't deserve it.
He,
Well, I'm just saying.
he
I'm
even
just
worked
saying
for
that,
them
I'm just
women
saying
that he
I'm
drugged.
just saying that catching a break when you got when you got 20 million liquid cash in the bank, catching a break. You know what I'm saying? Because even though you're going through stuff that you're going through something that's really personal and hard, right? Other people have to do that broke. You follow me?
That's true.
You
do have that point.
You lose your kids. You get in a car accident. You got to deal with that with your job and whatever you make.
And a lot of people
you
don't
got-
have
Well, I
insurance.
got
got 20 million,
I
man.
just think that-
everything is a little bit different.
But we shouldn't. I guess you can't look at it from the financial. I mean, just that there's a lot of just sad stuff that just been happening to the brother. Some
That's
bad
true.
karma. And to me,
He had
and
a
it's
good
just
life.
Is
really-
it karma?
He had a good life. I don't know if it's karma. It's a good life because I think some of it was just racism.
Well, his son was murdered back in '97.
right.
That's pretty sad.
But they said there's some of the conspiracy behind that. What's the conspiracy behind that?
I thought it was a carjacking.
No, they said it was a robbery, but they say that somebody just did that to her Bill Cosby. But okay,
That could be true. Wow, I hope not. Who would do that?
Ennis was his name, right?
Ennis.
Yeah, he was actually. That's
His
they
own
say
home-
that they say that Malcolm Jamal Warner's character was built upon his son.
Okay.
Because his son had dyslexia and everything. If you remember, Theo had dyslexia in the show, and it was just a lot. So it was pretty sad. But his daughter, she was only 44, and she was actually pretty beautiful. She didn't even look 44.
Wow.
So, and anyway, she lost her life. It's pretty sad. Another hot topic, of course, Wendy Williams. Of course, everybody know that she was sick. She's sick now. She's had to take 3-week vacation.
No, I didn't know who knew she was sick.
If you watch TV.
They
But,
say she has Graves' disease?
Graves' disease.
No, I'm saying, tell me about it.
We are.
That's what we're doing
Right.
now.
No, but he was.
We're enlightening you.
But you said she's sick.
Well, because
Okay.
we talked about that last week, actually, about her having to leave the show because of her Graves' disease.
Pastor was still a little upset.
He was.
He
him
wasn't
and
able
Chitty
to
got
talk.
into a fight. Yeah, he wasn't
I
able
couldn't
to
talk last week.
You were on punishment. But anyway,
No, I'm not gonna let you talk.
right. That was hilarious. Do you want to talk more about
Why
that?
can't I talk?
I've never seen like your face wrinkle up like that. That was kind
It
of
got tight, huh?
That added a couple graves
It
to
hurt
the
to come to
beard.
Graves.
Man, what can I say?
And shit, and Country went into child mode. He was like, "Yes, sir." He no.
No, he said, I gotta go.
I gotta
I'll
go.
see you.
He was out. No, we just joking, Country. Shout out to Big Country who was on vacation today. Definitely doing his thing because
Why did
Pastor
you say
told me.
Bill Cosby's daughter was cute. Okay.
She was pretty. There's pictures.
Yeah,
I thought she was cute. Don't do that. Don't talk bad about the
I was
dead.
just trying to see it. Don't about the dead.
Anyway, I mean, we see several pictures of her pretty.
Really?
There's a picture I've seen.
I see the same picture. I don't know what several is.
Yeah, exactly.
I've saw several pictures of her. She was a pretty girl.
It looks like she was pretty, but
I thought she had beautiful teeth. And anyway,
that was that's because of another reason. But we're not gonna go into that right now.
anyway, so it's pretty sad. Shout out to Camille. Our prayers definitely go out to the Cosbys, Camille and Bill, and the rest of the family. For the loss of their second child.
Yeah, she had sisters, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see which one died. Okay,
4 girls. She's the second to the youngest.
but I see. Okay, so the one that picture that keeps coming up, that's her. Okay.
Next.
Yeah, it's just
So
that
we're
Ron-
back
it's
on
just that
Wendy
when Ron,
Williams.
when he stated her beauty, he highlighted it in a way that made me feel like she was really a looker. She's not quite that good looking. She's not
I wouldn't
ugly,
call
but
her.
okay.
I wouldn't call her Tyra Banks or something. But I'm just saying I thought she
Why
was
would you highlight that?
beautiful.
Why don't you highlight that she has 3 degrees or something like that?
Because I thought she was beautiful. I
Or
thought
that
she was
a philanthropist or she was a pet lover.
Well, I don't know her. I didn't know about her until
How
she
they
died,
beauty.
unfortunately. And then I saw a couple of pictures, and she seemed to be a pretty young lady. So,
okay.
Shout out to her anyway. At any rate, of course, we were moved on, and we were talking about Wendy Williams, and he brought it back.
And you reverted back to
like
Okay, I'm
Big
good.
Country.
I'm with it now.
Country,
No,
country is not here.
Wendy
now.
has
We have
Graves'
him.
disease. What is Graves' disease?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
We just talking. Okay, we just said. Oh,
So
I'm not a
Graves'
doctor.
disease is. Let's Google what Graves' disease is.
yeah. Let's educate. So I'm sure if I'm asking, I mean, our audience got somebody got
Graves' disease is immune disorder.
deficiency.
Deficiency disorder.
Okay.
I do know that much about it. And it whatever it is, it causes something with the immune system that causes
That
that can
sounds
cause
like
people.
HIV.
It's not AIDS.
That's what it sounds like. You say immune.
Graves'
It
disease is
actually
not
comes
AIDS.
from your. Is it? I think it's.
It's autoimmune.
It's about your
It's right there, it's
thyroids, right?
Yeah, but Graves is not AIDS. You can't say Graves' disease is AIDS. Oh, but it does.
It affects your
It
thyroid.
affects your thyroid. And
That's why her eyes are bulging.
It causes eyes bulging and That makes sense. Oh God. Her eyes were. Yes.
They were definitely bulging, right? Yeah, for sure.
On a sidetrack, though, on the sidetrack, they were talking about this on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and I know we shouldn't be promoting other morning shows, but
why not?
But they were talking
we in the evening.
They were talking about this on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and there's a character on Steve Harvey Morning Show named Shirley Strawberry or whatever, and she has really big eyes. So nephew Tommy was on there, and they were discussing her grave disease. He was like, "Shirley, you got the graves?" I died. I was like, "Why would you do that?"
Because that's very.
Did he say that?
Yes, he was like, "Shirley, you sure you ain't got the graves?
That's
Your
so,
eyes." Oh yeah. Oh okay.
See?
You got it.
No.
See?
That's her.
We telling people about.
Is that what she felt?
Why
like?
would you put the bitch in there? Her eyes.
He put her eyes and when she fell. See,
And he put what the Graves' disease is, but it has something to do with the immune disorder. But anyway, but that ain't what she's mad at. Before she left,
Why was she mad? Why
not
she mad?
while she back in Hot Topics,
Okay.
because we talked about that again last week.
Right.
Anyway, our prayers go out to her. Hopefully, she get. But
she just went off the air this week.
Right. Before she left, she gave a couple of statements of people that she think cannot sing and they should be using auto tunes. She started out with J-Lo.
Okay, but first of all, she was defending.
She was
Fergie
defending Fergie
singing at the All-Star game.
But she said Fergie. She was not defending Fergie.
No, she was saying, well, Fergie
Fergie
needed
was
all
on
to-
key.
She would say Fergie didn't need to apologize and she had nothing to be ashamed of,
She
right?
said Fergie is not a singer
No, she
anyway.
does, but she was on key.
I thought she sounded like everybody made a big issue. I didn't think Fergie
She
sounded that
wasn't out
bad.
of key. True.
She was on.
Can
was
you
on
play that
key.
bit?
She was.
Can you play that
But-
bit? Can you play that bit?
Fergie.
Fergie.
Can we afford
Yeah.
that?
It's probably I don't know.
Yeah, we can get
No.
that. I'm sure we can get that.
It's
All
on
you
Just
YouTube.
gotta do is
recreate
get
it
her-
right now. You ready? No.
Yeah. But look at this. But the thing is,
we gotta
though-
get that, Jacob.
Hold on, though. What, you want to play that? You want to hear Fergie sing that?
Yes.
No, we're not gonna play that.
Yeah.
Why not?
It was horrible.
It's like that's so old news. It's like
It's horrible.
It's old news though. That happened like
It was
that
horrible.
was last week.
And she tried to do a Marilyn Monroe sexy
tried to
version
be-
of the.
I thought it was,
anthem.
but I didn't see the whole
Okay,
point
okay,
of.
let's hear it.
I
and
didn't
let
see the whole
listeners
point. I didn't see the whole
understand
point
what
why
we're
everybody
talking
was mad.
about.
She didn't sound that bad
They-
to me.
Hold on.
It was not bad.
It was bad.
I didn't think it was bad.
It was
Hold
bad.
on.
And
Let's listen to it.
But
We don't need to listen. So
But my opinion.
here we go.
She's on key.
But play a little bit more of that.
Yeah, they're laughing. She don't sound bad.
Listen.
Because I don't see a big. It wasn't like.
now you
it
missed
wasn't
the part.
horrendous.
Go to where she
I
started.
mean, when she started-
say, can you see?
It was. She got.
Go to that part.
At one point, she got kind of sultry, but I didn't think it was.
Listen.
You all right,
listen to
Pass?
this.
You all right?
Listen to this.
Hey. I know it, but I'm just saying I didn't think it was that bad. It's not. I thought. You know what? You can turn it off now. I thought it was more.
Well, but you knew exactly what point in the song to defend it. You're like, no, this isn't that bad.
You know why?
See?
The reason why, because we in a pop town. You know, she was trying to be like.
It's pop, but we're not.
She
in
was
a
trying
pop
to.
time.
We were in a pop.
Did you see her expression on
She
her
was.
face?
Yeah, it was weird.
I
Her
was-
facial expressions is weird. But I think what she was trying to do. She was trying to add a little British, like you know.
What she thought? She thought she was Adele.
it wasn't British.
Yeah, she was trying to add some
She was
Adele.
trying to make it soulful, and I get that she was trying to make it different, right? Because everybody sings it the same way, and she wanted it to be remembered, and it is going to be remembered. But infamously, and
it wasn't that bad. That's all I'm
no,
saying.
it was terrible. Listen, it was a great idea in philosophy.
You can't
but
tell me that you didn't watch that and you didn't like cringe.
in theory,
No,
He didn't watch the game.
I
so
did
he
watch
didn't
it.
see
I
in
did
theory,
watch it.
for her
but
mixing it up, it was great in theory. But when she did it at that
no,
particular
let me
time,
tell
it
you
was
this:
like,
if everybody wouldn't have made if those people wouldn't have made those faces, then I wouldn't have. That's what made me laugh. But had
It's
it
another
just went
part on
through-
there. I can't remember the part it is on there, but she goes off and it.
But she
they
was
had
on
a
pitch
bit
the
and
whole
they was
time.
playing it and it
Yeah,
was
they
like
played a lot. But she was on pitch the whole time. But anyway, from
she
that,
was totally unky. I'll
from
give her that.
from that,
Wendy
was
defend
talking
her.
about. Well, she wasn't really. She was saying.
Why you say she wasn't defending her? She was.
She was not, because she said she needed. Oh, she's not a singer. She needed auto tunes. How's that defending anybody?
No.
You can't talk. Sorry.
She didn't say Fergie needed auto tune. She said Fergie.
she did say
She said Fergie
she
need
said
auto
she
tune.
said Fergie and
She
a couple
said-
other people
she
need
said
auto
Fergie
tune.
need auto-tune. She said J-Lo need auto-tune. She said Rihanna need
But she
auto-tune.
said she didn't need to
And then this
apologize.
is what people made her mad. Yeah, because she said she can't sing. Nobody looking at her to sing anyway. She need auto-tune. This is where she went wrong. She said Beyonce need auto-tunes.
Beyonce, the Beehive. You're the co-chair of the Beehive.
I'm not the co-chair, but I am
the chairman.
I am an acting
You
member.
act.
But-
Yeah, you're gonna piss everybody in the fucking country off when you.
Well,
say
my
that-
thing is, you can
Beyonce-
never talk about the whole thing about Beyonce is not a singer. That woman's a singer, entertainer, and she's everything.
No, she's not.
She is a singer,
She's an
entertainer.
entertainer, like
she
Janet
is a
Jackson.
singer and an
Isn't
entertainer.
she a triple threat?
She's a triple threat. Yes,
Sing, dance, and act.
she's not. So you can't put her in the same category
She's a great
as
actress, though.
you can't put her in the singing category as Rihanna. Can you? He's playing it again. Can you turn it off?
Dave is really into this song.
He's high.
This version.
I
though.
thought she was good though. But anyway, you cannot put.
I don't ever want to hear that again.
Right.
In my life.
But people,
ever.
back
time,
to
yeah.
back to the hot topics.
Like,
Back to the hot topic. You cannot put Beyonce in the same category as Fergie, Rihanna,
No, you're right.
and J Lo. Beyonce, she's not a Jennifer Hudson. She's not a Fantasia.
no, this is true.
But she's close to it. She can hold her grounds against these people in singing. Like they would shut her down. They wouldn't shut her down, but she wouldn't sit down. Put it that way. Does that make sense?
I'm looking at Draymond Green's face. As Fergie is.
We're moving on. We're moving on. We're not going to embarrass Fergie that much. Shout out to Donnie Simpson, who said he's not going to embarrass her and play that. Cause it's funny, and, that's why I like Donnie Simpson. He's the man. A couple of years ago, Natalie Cole, God rest her soul, when Whitney was really into her big drug situation, and she was supposed to sing her song "I Have Nothing" at the Grammy Awards. She didn't make it because I guess what was going on. So
Because she passed away.
no, she wasn't dead then. This was way when that song was hot. So Natalie Cole filled in for her, and Natalie Cole murdered that song, not in a good way. It was just like
Really?
I
sang-
felt bad.
She didn't sing nothing. She
If
sang,
you can find that on
did
YouTube,
She sang with,
I have
Whitney's song?
nothing.
Really?
She was trying to fill in for Whitney because Whitney was going through what she was going through, and she wasn't able to perform the song. So Natalie said, "Oh, I'll do it." And she sound horrible.
Oh, my
like
goodness.
literally, it was really sad. If y'all get a chance to YouTube that, pull up Natalie Cole singing Whitney Houston's "I Have Nothing." I love Natalie Cole. God rest her soul. I'm
Natalie
a
can
huge
sing.
fan.
But
That was
she's
not
low on the totem pole though, because Gladys is at the top. I don't know. Anita Baker's up there too, but
well. You
They
can't
can
put
actually
Anita.
sing.
That's not in the They're not in the same genre. You think Gladys and Anita? Anita is like way after Gladys, whatever. So.
That doesn't mean they're not in the same
Gladys
genre.
Knight and Anita Baker. I mean, they.
Well, I guess if you say that, I would put Tony Braxton and Gladys in the same
You
category.
drunk. Nah,
Tony can.
Gladys Knight will kill Tony Braxton singing.
I think they got
Gladys
about
Knight
the
can
same
sing.
type of voices.
Let me tell you what. I walked accidentally into a Church of the Latter-day Saints concert, and they had Gladys Knight. Like, she's a Latter-day Saint, right?
She can sing.
I didn't know that. Yeah, she is. And she was there. There was no publicizing. It was just for the concert for that church. And because she's part of the church, she goes around to their churches and does concerts, Christian concert. And when I tell you I went in there, Joe, I didn't know Gladys Knight could sing like that. Like,
She can sing.
Can legit sing. Like, I mean, you know how you be on stage, you don't know what's going on when they got the big stage and the props and stuff. She's just in a church with a regular sound system, and she was like killing.
Well, if you go back in the day, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, and Dionne Warwick did a remix of Superwoman by Karen White. Can you turn it down? Oh, you doing a Natalie Cole? You playing a Natalie Cole? Well, I wanted him to play it so we all can hear it. But Natalie Cole singing.
Run to You.
No, I have nothing.
And I have nothing. That's what
Oh, she's singing both of those. She kind of messed it up real good. I don't think this is where we want to go with this show today.
No, this show is very. It's like
it's changing.
It's so awkward.
Don't worry, cancel that. Never mind. But anyway, you guys do your
Go
homework.
ahead. Play that
no.
part. Play that part.
No, we can't be at the bar doing. What are we doing?
Well, we tipsy.
We reviewing songs now.
Yeah. Why not?
This is Dave's show today. This is not where I was
This is
going
how I
with
run.
that. I don't. This is not
You
where
brought
I was
it up.
going with. I was just saying. I was giving an example of the fact that.
Listen, this is the thing though about your point about Beyonce. The whole Hot Topics piece,
Right.
is that I don't care about Beyonce getting offended. Like Beyonce is paid.
She didn't get it. She didn't
She's
get
the queen.
offended. She didn't
But
get
what I'm
offended.
saying,
Beyonce
her
didn't
beehive.
comment.
I'm saying
She
her
doesn't even care.
It was
Her
the
beehive.
Beehive commenting.
Exactly. They were
And
going
Ron
on
is
when
the president.
And I'm like, y'all, yeah, the Beehive need to attack, the president, not Wendy Williams. She's got Graves' disease, man. Her eyes is jumping out of her head.
Oh, poor woman.
Yo,
Anyway.
that explains so much. Now her eyes don't, you can look at somebody like that and you don't feel as bad. You don't feel like you can't judge a person with eyes like that because they might be dealing with something.
Just like Tommy said, Shirley, you got the grace.
Exactly.
That was so mean. That was.
We shouldn't be
Yo,
laughing like this
show
because
is
people
going
really have like
downhill
that.
from now. Shout out to Wendy Williams and the Graves. God. And the land of the free.
Yo, okay, so just as a rule of thumb on that, man, it's always a great idea to be creative with something like the national anthem, but you don't ever really want to change it on the
Marvin
big
Gaye
stage.
did it and it worked.
No, I think it was.
It worked. It worked. He
No,
went
because
in
because-
history as
no,
one of the best renditions.
I don't think it is. Marvin Gaye is just beloved, but his rendition is not in like the top 10.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
If you look up Google right now, if you Google top 10 renditions of the Star Spangled Banner, and Marvin Gaye's gonna be number 3. I just did it the other day. That's how I know. Marvin Gaye's gonna be number 3. Whitney Houston was number 1.
That's a faulty poll. I'm not going with that
Whitney
poll.
Houston was number 1. I think the Jackson 5s was in it. Even the Destiny Child made the list.
You know, when I think about it, a lot of those joints were bad. And it's bad when you suck so much.
She did. Oh, that's
It's
cold.
taking me during the
Y'all
night.
gonna leave Fergie alone.
That's cold blooded.
I hope she don't lose her job at the 4. The 4 is a bad show. I can't wait till it comes
She's
back.
not gonna lose her job behind that. But you know, when I think about it, a lot of people doing Black Anthem, the national anthem. I'm sorry, not the national Black
Star
Anthem,
Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner. A lot of them messed them up real bad. You remember Jamie Foxx's
Yeah, it was bad.
at the boxing match?
It was bad.
Oh man, that was horrible.
It was bad. And Brandy did it a couple of times good, and then there's one time she messed it up too.
Man,
And the people, I mean,
It's
but you
hard
just
to
have
do.
your hard days. You have your
It's hard
bad
to
days.
do.
Can you do the Star Spangled Banner?
no.
Because you a singer.
I think it's better for white Chinese women.
I'm a singer. Now I can tear the Star Spangled Banner up. I can
It's
sing
like
that.
who are trained in opera.
I've sung it for
Sing just
for
the last
the
part.
Nationals.
Just the last part.
I'm not gonna do it here because I get paid to do the Star Spangled Banner. So I'm not gonna I can't do it. My agent would get mad.
Jacob said he cut you a check just to hear it.
But
I'll pay for that.
I can really tear that Star Spangled Banner up. But I'm not gonna do it here. I'm not gonna do that.
Or anywhere.
Y'all can go on my Facebook page and y'all go on my Facebook. Yo, we ain't getting to most of the hot. Oh,
Go,
we still
keep
got
going,
time.
keep going.
We got I'm tipsy. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, get to a good. Let's get to a good topic. Let's go something else.
Well, y'all the one kept that one going. I didn't.
I don't know where you saw Marvin Gaye on the top 10.
Thank you. Because Marvin Gaye is beloved, but his rendition was not. Because the Spangled Banner has
Faith
to be
Hill
done traditional.
beat Whitney Houston.
To be right.
So that's how I know whatever you looking at.
You don't mix that up.
But look,
This is
It's a
Billboard.
little frustrating that everybody's
But
trying
look,
to do their
his-
own version of the Star Spangled
Yeah,
Banner.
just
Just
don't
do
remix it.
the
His-
goddamn Star Spangled Banner.
his whatever he brought up didn't have Whitney Houston on the list.
It did have Whitney Houston.
As
on
number
it.
what?
It was number 3 or 4.
No, she was. No, Whitney should have been number 1.
That's in our mind. That's a black thing.
No, Whitney. No,
Faith
it's
Hill
not.
was number one.
Faith Hill. Come on.
See, that's a white thing.
So that wasn't the list. The list I looked at had.
You look at the black list.
Everybody wants their own
Because
list.
none of your people was white on there.
Exactly.
No, it was a cause
Faith Hill wasn't on that
Christina
list.
Aguilera was on there.
She's not white.
She's
Hispanic.
Latinas. She's Latinas. Sorry.
Latina.
Just kidding. Anyway, so Monique is hitting the. She's back. You know, she's trying to.
She's
get
trying to hit the
everybody
Chitlin circuit.
She's back on it, trying to get everybody.
She's taking in people's advice, huh?
But
Go out
people,
there.
No.
people are
She's
actually.
actually in a play, believe it or not, that's
Oh
coming
my
up.
God.
She's in
Yeah,
a
I
play
heard
called. Actually,
Barbershop.
and I'm going to see Set It Off. By the way, I want to tell y'all, but I just bought my tickets yesterday.
What's
Yeah,
that?
Latoya Luckett in there.
The Set It Off play is
The
coming
Brat.
here to
It's a
concert.
play?
The Brat is playing Queen Latifah's role. Latoya Luckett is playing
Kyla Pratt is in there
Vivica Fox's role. And I forget the other two ladies.
Kyla Pratt and somebody else.
Who's
somebody
playing Vivica Fox?
Latoya Luckett from
Oh, okay.
Destiny Child.
Yeah, that's a good fit.
It's going to be a good play. I can't wait to
I
tell
don't know
y'all
about
about
how good it's gonna be, but okay.
They got singers, some good singers in there, so it got to be. We'll see, you know.
They wasn't singing in the movie.
But the movie soundtrack was like it became.
It wasn't all that hot.
Whitney, whatever in Vogue, what you gonna be? Cause I can't, you know all that stuff. You know there was some good songs on
Where
that.
did they play that in the movie?
Keep
They
going.
played it anyway.
the
Moving
end.
on. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that play. Set It Off. But what was I talking about?
Yeah, the
before?
point. That's what I'm trying to get to the
Monique.
point.
We were talking about Monique.
Okay, so I felt bad when I heard she was doing that play because it's like you could have had a Netflix special.
Well, she
And had
did that. All that was
$500,000.
before the was before
my
she
thing
had
is-
signed on
but my
that
thing
play.
is-
Well,
before
so how she explained it, right? Oh, they do have Whitney as the number one on this list. Jennifer Hudson number two. But so how she explained it was this: if she took the Netflix deal, right, she couldn't do any outside performances for 2 years. So she couldn't do any shows, couldn't tell any jokes for 2 years.
Oh, they
And
would
she-
have 10% or whatever her profit from anything that she do from.
So and her husband said that she would make more than $2 million if she did the shows without them taking the Netflix deal.
Right.
That would be like the bottom line that they would make. So why are you asking for them if you're making $2 million over here, right? Why are you concerned what somebody is not going to give you a job for when you, in my opinion, I don't feel that you're relevant in today's day and time. Precious.
I don't
was
agree with you.
First of all, let me tell you something. And both of y'all can answer this question.
Go ahead.
Comedically, right? Doing stand up.
Mm-hmm.
When has she outsold an arena, a football stadium, anything besides improv joint, DC Improv or something like that? When has she done that by herself? When only thing she's going off of Queens of Comedy, which was back 20 years ago almost. She's done movies.
Precious.
Precious was 2009, but that wasn't no comedy in Precious.
This Christmas,
She was a supporting cast.
but she did.
But
she
she's
brought
not,
that movie. She brought that movie.
No, she didn't.
But
She was excellent.
first
in
of
that movie.
all,
She
Ron,
did a good job,
Ron,
but that
Ron,
wasn't her
Ron,
movie, though.
I want you to tell
And
me.
I got an opinion for. I got an example for y'all to do
So
this.
comedy wise, what has she brought to
No,
the table?
Dave, your point is a legit point. It's a legit point.
No, because my thing is this, right? She's asking for a comedy contract, not a movie, not anything else.
Right.
She's asking for a comedy contract to do stand up.
Well, no, I get that.
No,
What I'm
I
saying
don't
is that
agree with you.
it's a
I'm
legit
sorry.
point. What you're saying is legit. My question is, I get their justification for not taking the deal, but I feel like you could have negotiated that. Her point was to get more money from Netflix. I feel like she should have said, you know what? I got these plays coming up. I can get me $2 million on the circuit.
Well,
She should have just said, "Give
Let
me the
me-
$500,000."
let me say my point. Let me say my point before y'all change that. Let me
So
say my
shout
point.
out. So shout out to Breakfast Club, right? Charlemagne, he asks, "Did you negotiate the deal?" Monique says yes. Her husband says no. Her husband is her manager.
They
right?
stopped the negotiation though.
Listen. Her husband said no. So therefore, there was a conflict there between them two, husband and wife. Husband and wife, manager, right? You say you didn't negotiate, you didn't go back and renegotiate, but she says you did.
Can I ask y'all a question real quick? So, do y'all consider Monique to be a legend, right?
I don't
In the
consider
comedy.
I don't consider her to be a
But
legend.
she is a legend. Everybody know that.
People
she
say
probably-
that.
Okay, all right. Let me get back.
People
but
say
that's your
that.
opinion. So I think Monique is a legend in her right.
Okay.
I mean, she had the Parker. She has
You're
a lot
saying
of
it
things.
authoritatively, but go ahead.
I think she's a legend. Let me say this: do y'all think DJ Jazzy Jeff from the Fresh Prince? You think he's a legend?
A legend,
Nah.
yes.
And
but
the DJ.
he may be a legend.
See,
but
No, I don't
he's
need
not
that example.
relevant.
I don't need it. Okay, he's not relevant. But let me ask you: do y'all consider him a legend?
I don't consider him a
Okay,
legend.
you don't, but you consider because
I consider, but I do consider. I consider him
a
Okay,
a.
but let me
legend,
tell you this. Let me
but-
say this. If DJ Jazzy Jeff, who is a DJ, he get booked for a gig, and he says, "Okay, in order to do this gig, most DJs, they probably getting paid $1 million or whatever, but he say, oh, they $10,000 to $1 million. He say, okay, only way I'm gonna do this gig is I need $50,000 to do this gig." So they give him that money, and then like a regular DJ like DJ Ron B, shout out, say I want $50,000, even though I'm relevant right now. They be like, no, buddy, so calm your nerves. You gonna get
True.
You're gonna get
You're
$300
right.
or $20, but you're gonna pay DJ Jazzy Jeff because he's a legend.
No,
So-
you're not paying him for that.
Let me finish.
I'm gonna tell you why
after
you're
I
paying
finish,
him.
you can say your
Okay.
opinion. You can say your opinion.
Okay.
So my point I'm making is that you're gonna pay DJ Jazzy Jeff, or you'll pay him because what he's done in his past, his resume, the things that he's
Yes.
done. So you're gonna, and then you know you can pull a crowd. I mean, not even gonna pull a crowd.
You said it right
No,
there.
he's not gonna
He
pull
pulled the crowd.
No, he might not
He's
pull
gonna
a crowd. He might not pull a crowd.
But his name carries more weight than Ron B.
I'm gonna say my
Shout out
opinion.
to
then
Ron B.
Y'all can say
Okay.
y'all's. Let me finish my opinion. What I'm saying is, so if Monique,
I'm not
who
gonna
is
let
a
you
legend- Monique, who is a legend,
Okay.
like DJ Jazzy Jeff, who's a legend in the DJ genre. Monique is a legend.
You're
My
throwing-
opinion, then y'all can say.
you're throwing that
I'm
term
gonna
around.
shut
Go
up.
ahead,
I'm
go
gonna shut
ahead.
up
Go
right
ahead.
after my
Go
opinion. I
ahead.
promise. I'm gonna shut up and let y'all talk. In my opinion, Monique is a legend in the comedy.
Okay.
genre. So she asked for. I wouldn't tell her she shouldn't be asking for with Dave Chappelle or something like that. But she should be getting paid more than $500,000. She should be able to get. I would give her at least $1 million or $2 million if she's asking for that, because she is a legend. So, and then the fact that her history can show, people going to want to hear her talk about her hatred towards Oprah Winfrey, her hatred towards Tyler Perry. What is she going to say about that?
It probably would
gonna
have been a bomb show.
It's going to be.
If they would have gave her, $1 million, I would have gave her $1 million. Just say, but I would tell her.
Just like people would want to hear DJ Jazzy Jeff go
Okay,
old
so
school
go
and
go
stuff
to
like
go
that.
to your point.
That's my point. I'm saying.
So, but you
she's a-
didn't bring somebody like you brought Ron B and you brought DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Oh.
Who's the comparison that you're bringing that they're making more than 500,000 to Monique?
Say it again. Well, I talk about Ron B, who's local. I can
Okay.
talk about this local comedian. I don't want to offend anybody because I know local comedians. Ron B, I know wouldn't get offended, so I wouldn't do that. But what I'm making is that a person who is not a legend who would ask for that.
Okay.
My
ask for
thing
that.
is this: your legend. Okay, and somebody asked me this question last night, right? Because we were talking about this on Facebook. They said that would I pay $150 to see Richard Pryor? I said before Harlem Nights, yes, but after Harlem Nights, no, because he wasn't irrelevant no more. They asked about Eddie Murphy. Would I pay? I said not now. I said he's done too many kids movies. He's not relevant anymore. I'm not paying that much to go see him what he's done back in the day.
I don't know about that.
I'm not.
I feel what you're trying to say,
But if you're not relevant in the
but
comedy
see,
the comedy stream, so the comedy, I don't want to pay to see something that you told a joke about.
Right now you're overvaluing relevance. I feel what you're saying.
No,
but here's
no.
what I'm saying.
That's what
This
I
this
was
is why I have a problem with Ron's point. He's throwing the term legend around wrong, because a legend can show up and get that bag. I'd pay that money to see Eddie Murphy today. If Eddie Murphy came here and did a live show, I would go to Capital One Arena to see Eddie.
Your opinion.
No. Hold on. No. It's my opinion. And it's your
opinion.
opinion too.
Opinion, right.
But and all I'm saying is,
Exactly.
my problem with your opinion is that you're throwing the term legend around because Jazzy Jeff nor Monique are legends to me. Jazzy Jeff is a father in the DJing.
Yes.
I mean, just by but if you really define legend and you put a real legend up and you put them beside it, it's not the same thing. You know, it's just not the same thing.
Now, let me ask you this question.
Call us in if y'all understand what I'm trying to say.
Let me ask you this
Barack
question.
Obama is a legend, right?
He's relevant now.
Do you think Big Daddy Kane is a legend?
In the rap game, yes.
Okay, he's a legend in the rap game.
Is he relevant now?
He's not relevant now.
He's not relevant now, right? He's still.
I
He's
agree
still
with
torn.
that, though. I agree.
He's still torn, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not torn for the top dollar that he
You're right, and I agree with that.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
But hold on.
You can't tour for the top dollar.
Well, okay, so let's chop it down a little bit more. I feel what you're saying with it, right? As far as he can't get the big arenas and the top dollar, he hitting like Howard Theaters and stuff like that around the country, right?
Yes.
But this is my thing though. But he's able to, with Kool Moe Dee and them, they able to do a lot of shows with the same songs every year for the rest of their life. As long as they can get up on the stage and do their little dance or whatever, they can still get that $22 ticket, $32 ticket.
In my opinion, Monique can do that too.
But you can't do that with jokes.
That's different than Netflix.
You can't do with jokes.
It's different than
my
Netflix.
My opinion is Monique can do that.
Monique can still go get
Netflix,
shows and stuff.
Netflix effed up, and I'm gonna say that because yes, Monique she's my opinion,
Don't
she is.
say legend again. Just go ahead and say about
In my opinion, she's a legend. Can I just say that?
No, because you know what you're doing? Because you keep using that word to qualify and legitimize your statement. Just say your statement. Don't put legend on it.
I'm gonna let you talk. Are you done? Sorry.
No, I'm saying that you keep using the word legend as if it makes your statement
we
more valid.
Chitty ain't here. He talking a whole lot now.
No, I understand what you're saying, but the point I'm making.
Yeah, I want you to make your statement.
In my opinion, Monique is a legend. I would say, in my opinion, in the female black comedy. But that's my total opinion. I'm just saying. So
like you think
the
Beyonce
point,
greatest,
and my thing is Netflix,
and you think Beyonce can, and you think Beyonce can outsing Kiki Wyatt.
I never said that. I never said that.
Yeah, you think yes you do.
Hold up. When is the last comedy special?
Probably Queens of Comedy. Probably.
Queens of Comedy.
Yes,
that was 20 years ago.
Right, but what I'm saying is
now the youth who's gonna go out here and buy these tickets, right? Look, who has Netflix? That's watching Netflix. Let me
tell you why.
Because the majority of folks, right, Monique's age, I say 40 plus, right? They probably don't even have Netflix.
But let me tell you why
Monique
would have sold a Netflix.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
They're not even
no,
buying.
No, we taking your point because
let me tell you why Monique would have killed for Netflix.
And I agree with the point you're making.
She would have probably made 10 million plus.
I agree
because she is notorious.
Monique has a comedy special on Netflix right now that nobody's watching.
Let me finish.
This is true.
Let me finish but right now, let me tell you this.
This is a valid point.
She is now. She's not known to be a legend. She's notorious now. She is talking against the three top powerhouse people in black America right now.
Now that's a good
hold
point.
up. She was on the mic. She's doing her radio and TV tour, right? But she ain't talking about it, right? And all she's worried about is being called Donkey of the Day.
Well, to Ron's point, Ron, I think Ron, that's a good point. That's a good point you're making on Monique's behalf. That I think she would make it so sensational at this point. I'll go, and if I'm Netflix, I go back to her and say, "Listen,
let's do this.
Listen, I'm gonna give you 1.5 million, and you don't have to not tour. You can still tour. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let her tour. I feel like she should have went to them and said, "I'll do this session, but I got to still be able to do my shows over here." You know what I'm saying?
My thing is this, right?
Don't lock me out for no 2 years.
At the bottom line, and I think that maybe what Dave and Chris and Amy got as well. They can't tour or nothing.
Well, I'm sure, but it's worth it for $20 million.
But my thing is this. Bottom line is this: if you're not getting any work from anywhere, right? Sometimes you just need to fire your manager.
But let me say this. Let me say this real quick. So Netflix kind of gave a snapback to Monique's whole big thing because recently they offered Tiffany Haddish and contract.
Seriously?
Which was
No, that was the deal before Monique's. See, most people don't know that.
well, right now
So
they
that-
went.
so-
all right, let me finish.
Okay.
They went public with it after this whole Monique situation. So they offered Monique, everybody know, $500,000. Tiffany Haddish was offered $800,000 up to $2 million for her for her particular.
It was more like 7 million. What are you talking about?
It
But
started
yo,
800,000 to like I don't
Tiffany
think it was 7,
Haddish,
but
I love my black queen, but man, she's overrated to me.
I don't think she's.
She not that funny,
She's
man.
hot right now, though. She's gonna
I
fill
get
the
that.
seat, and that's what it's all about. It's all about
But
right
that's
now.
but when you said, but see, that's why I disagree with you, Dave. I agree with your point that relevance matters, and it's going to change what you gonna get paid versus what you gonna get paid. But when you say that's all that matters, I think
That's what I was trying
it
to
can't
say.
all
That's
right.
what I was
That
trying
can't
to
be
say.
all that
Yeah, that's what I'm
matters.
saying.
That you're
Because-
relevant right
no,
now.
No, because like I
No,
said with
cause
DJ
you-
Jazzy Jeff, what I said with
no,
DJ Jazzy Jeff, what I said with DJ Jazzy Jeff,
Mm-hmm.
he's not relevant now, but his name
Exactly.
is
Yeah,
something
that counts for something.
That counts for something. And I think the same thing with Monique. You know, she would account for
me-
something.
I agree.
Let me take your hat off. Take your hat off the consumer side. All right.
Okay.
As a business side, right? You're gonna sit up there and tell me
No, we with you.
relevance matters.
No, we with you. No,
And that's-
we with you.
and
But relevance
Netflix
not
is a
all.
business.
No, we said
They don't-
we
it's
say it's
not
not
about
all.
personal.
But we say it's not all. That's all we say. It's not all that matters.
But in business,
See,
that's
he
all
think
that
it-
matters.
that's
No,
not true.
no.
That's not
No, in
true.
business,
That's not
what's
true.
gonna make the money.
Thank
And
you.
you're saying, but I'm
Her
saying I don't
relevance
think
makes the
relevance
money.
is not the only thing. But it's a great point because to his point, Tiffany Haddish to get
Pick
$7
a
million.
side, Pastor.
No, listen. But for Tiffany Haddish to get offered $7 million because she's relevant, is making his point a little bit because she ain't that funny. She don't have no resume like you're saying. And to his point, just because she's hot right now, she's getting offered more money, which is weak and whack to me.
And she's only hot for one movie. Even though I
Exactly.
love Tiffany Haddish,
That's
by
what
the
I'm
way.
saying. I mean, like
I love Tiffany
I'm not
Haddish.
hating on her, but I'm saying
My point is that to me,
It's whack to
to
give
me
her-
for the offer, Monique only 500,000
was a slap in
is
the face.
disrespectful.
But Monique went about it so wrong.
She went about it
should've
wrong.
Just said
She
I
should've kept
told
it
Netflix
quiet.
to kiss my black boy
But-
and did her own special.
But right after that, we found out that Wanda Sykes,
Got
she got
less.
offered 250,000.
But that was years ago.
But she said to them, "Oh no, I'm good, thank you anyway." And then she went to, I want to say, what's the other?
Was it Apple or somebody?
Gla-
Somebody else.
Some other place, and she got offered
Amazon.
or it was another TV.
It was Amazon.
Amazon.
And she ended up getting a little close to what she wanted. So,
like almost $2 million, probably.
But the thing about it is,
so
right?
I think so. The point is, Monique is doing this not for the money. She's doing this to.
She said she was doing it for Tiffany Haddish, and Tiffany Haddish already had
Tiffany
her.
Haddish. So that's why I said Netflix to put that out there. I was like, baby, no, we helping other black people. We just don't like you. You know? I love Monique.
It's you that's whack.
But the good thing about Hot Topics, though, there's other people that's coming on Monique's side now. Of course, Chance the Rapper came public. He said that he agrees with Monique. She deserved what she wants. She is a legend, and Netflix is doing her wrong. And Chance the Rapper is relevant right now.
That's interesting that he would come out like
He
that.
came out publicly and he said,
but I like that because Chance must have made a lot of money. I don't know how he got all
But
that money.
he made a lot of money off pretty much because he hasn't even
One song, right?
no he hasn't released a album, but was more like a mixtape. But he made a lot of money off of that.
and
made
plus
a
he
lot
wasn't
of money.
signed to a record company.
And
He,
he's
did
still
everything
not-
independently.
he's
So
still not-
everything that's made from everything he goes directly to him versus
He
having
made
to pay
a lot
these
of
things
money off that record, man. Woo.
And he got to meet Beyonce.
And anytime you can give $1 million away and you ain't even been in the game like that, you ain't got no record out, you must have made a lot of money.
Shout out to Drake. That video is sad. It brought tears to my eyes.
Oh, Drake? Oh, yeah,
that
God's
video was
Plan?
amazing.
God's Plan.
God's
Yeah,
Plan.
shout
He
out to
gave.
Drake.
It was the most expensive video they said because he ended up giving away $1 million throughout the video, and I thought it was an amazing. I mean,
No,
it really
shout out to Drake, man. He
That
showed
was amazing.
rappers
That
what they
was
should be
awesome.
doing with some of their money.
exactly. It was awesome.
Them dudes be buying jewelry and chains and shoes and jeans that look crazy to us because they paying some designer we haven't heard of from over in Italy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
$1,500 for the jeans, and it's like, okay.
Right.
And you
That's true.
won't get it to nobody really in need, you know.
That's true. Before we close out on Hot Topic, I got one last Hot Topic.
Let's go.
Viola Davis, y'all know who that is, right?
Yeah.
A wonderful, one of the top actresses out right now. What you want to say?
She's probably the top black
The
actress,
top actress.
right?
Okay, so she made a bold statement recently, and it's going around YouTube and it's going around Facebook and every other thing and Instagram. She said that her resume is that of Meryl Streep. Well, who else? Who else is a top white actress?
Meryl Streep. Then you got Glenn Close. Not Glenn Close.
Glenn used to be, but
Yeah, no. Meryl Streep is like the cream of the crop.
But anyway, so she said her resume is.
What's the girl who did with the movie with Richard Gere?
I had
Pretty
it right
Woman,
here, but I can't say it.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Well, they all came from what was that? They all graduated from Yale in the acting. So did Viola Davis. I didn't know that.
Okay.
So her resume is that of theirs, but she's saying how she's not making the money that they're making.
Right.
And she's like, she's been in just as many movies. She's been, she's has her own series. She's a star, and it just goes to show. You don't think?
I know. I agree with you. I'm just smiling because it's so funny because the movies that Viola Davis has done, they were all kind of those country black Chicken George type roles, which I'm just saying that. Where Meryl Streep is playing like this leading lady, a wife, and and when she played the wife with Denzel Washington, it was kind of like his own homemade movie. It was country. Yeah, it's just the difference in those roles. The Help, exactly. So, but Viola Davis, I mean, I agree, man. Like principally, Monique's lining it up with this with Viola Davis. It's kind of an insult because my thing is $500,000. I mean, really, you know what I'm saying?
That was an insult. I think she deserved way more.
At least
than that.
$1 million. Rounded off something.
$1 million would have been
at least
$2 million. I would say not $1 million. $2 million.
Yeah, 2.5 million would have been easy. They would have made that money back, and they would have made some money.
Because she went over there and said, Tyler Perry, I would, she did.
First of all, you can't say she would have made that money back, right?
I think she would have made it.
Because see, the thing about it is,
and you're right. They looked at her other video. I'm with you on that.
No. So the reason why, and like most people don't know, if you don't know now, the reason why Dave, Chris, and Amy got money, right? The money that they got is because because they were selling out places around the country and around the world.
They could show that, right?
They can show that. So they can show that, look, I made this. I sold out Madison Square Garden. Dave was showing.
Dave came into the Warner Theater and did like 4 shows.
He did like 10 shows because he was down there for like over a week.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was doing like 2 shows on the weekends.
Yeah, exactly.
And so and
Warner Theater, and he packed his own out.
He only do small arenas, okay? He only do small places. Chris Rock has been doing a world tour, right? That's why you can say that they got their money.
But see, that's why people don't know. No, Monique was doing tours, and they've been selling out. Monique has been doing.
Not like
people don't know it though. Monique has been doing tours and stuff. And they've been
Monique,
selling out.
Monique actually said, "I did 2 shows. They said it was funny. That was great." But 2 shows is not getting around the country.
You're right.
No,
Netflix is looking.
You
Netflix is saying
you misquoted her. She said
play it.
She did 2 shows that they came to. Monique has been touring. Yeah, that they came to.
But
Monique has been touring all over, and they've been selling out too.
No,
they have.
Not quite like Dave and Chris.
Her podcast is the number 1 podcast.
And the thing about Dave and Chris
now
is that
it's been before.
No,
ever since her podcast has been doing pretty good.
But even with Dave and Chris, Netflix can say these guys can go over to Europe and the UK and stuff and sell out shows, and they saying we need that kind of viewership. We need people wanting to watch. You know what I'm saying?
The point is, Monique is not saying.
Monique was
Monique is not saying that
she should have went to Vegas like George Wallace did.
Right.
George Wallace did 10 years in Vegas. She got paid. He got paid.
But the point Monique is trying to say, Monique is not saying that they don't deserve the money. Monique is not trying to say that Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock and all them don't deserve the money.
We get it.
They're just saying, but why treat her like that?
Yeah, I feel like
why treat Wanda Sykes like that?
I feel like that's a slap in the face.
Why treat even if you look at Tiffany Haddish? If you look at Tiffany Haddish,
because
hold on, right quick before you move on.
Monique's not funny.
Before you move on, even Tiffany Haddish is getting treated.
And like he said,
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Tiffany Haddish is getting treated to me is an insult to her. If you offer what's the other girl? Amy Schumer. How you pronounce her name? Because I'm a little tipsy.
20 million.
20 million.
No, Amy Schumer got like.
No, she got 13 million.
13 million, like 13. Yeah,
but my point is, Amy Schumer came out and she became the hottest. She became hot.
She's not funny though.
Just like Tiffany Haddish. But you charge. So that's a good point I'm making.
No, but she still sells out.
Before you start screaming and everything. What I'm saying is Tiffany Haddish, she's selling out right now. She's hosting everything.
Right.
She's doing her thing. Amy Schumer at the time, she's selling out. She's doing her own thing. But they gave this white woman $12 million and offered Tiffany Haddish 13 million, offered Tiffany Haddish 800,000 to $7 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, Monique has a point, and people need to realize that.
No, well, then what we should talk about is a strategy. Monique should have came out and just let the public get at them and say to the public, like here's what they did. She should have been like, Netflix gave Amy Schumer this, Chris Rock this, and they offered me $500,000. What y'all think about that? And because the public would have pressed Netflix out like, what is this? Is crazy. And she could have kept herself out of the fray. But by her saying, babies, I want y'all to boycott this with me, I think it just made her look needy and kind of like,
Have you watched 7 Seconds?
I haven't watched it. Everybody's talking about it. I haven't watched it yet.
So I guess y'all didn't cancel y'all Netflix subscription, so y'all ain't behind Monique all that bad.
Nobody said that we were going to boycott. We going to agree with her. I'm just
Michael Blackson said.
I'm just saying she got a point. That's all.
Michael Blackson.
I'll drink to that one.
Salute.
1 point me, 0 you.
Michael
Black said, Monique, we love you.
She talking about boycott, but Frankie and what you call it came on. I was like, I can't miss it on my show.
Michael Blackson said, Monique, we love you, but black people love free shit.
Yes.
He said, we all using the same password. It's free. There's no way we can't. He said, come around with something else.
But my point is,
this ain't gonna happen.
Before we get ready to go to a commercial or whatever,
because we've been holding on for this engineer to get back.
Right,
we need to get into our love section of our relationship.
But Monique has a point,
and we apologize to our viewers. This conversation was a little
drawn out. Long.
They're right.
That's
like
your
what?
opinion. Y'all wasn't listening. People was joining in.
They're joining in, but we're talking for
and
a
you
whole
didn't tell one
40 minutes about Monique and Bill Cosby.
Anyway, what we gonna talk about when we come right back?
We're going to talk about how many sex partners you've had or the benefits of having multiple sex partners.
Some noise.
Or just in general.
In general.
Well, why don't you wait till you come back?
Experience is the best teacher.
Give us a call at 202-656.
And tell us how many
sex partners you've had.
In a year, yeah.
Women going to lie.
Salute! Welcome back to WLVS Radio. Tune into the open bar.
Somebody eating some corn muffins.
I'm not eating that, mama. You know I don't eat that. That stuff is infused. I don't do that. Anyway, we sitting here, we drinking on the Black Russian made with our choice of absolute vodka, along with a little Kahlua for your taste. Definitely a good, smooth drink. PDO, this is my favorite segment. What are we going to talk about now?
And some Coke, ain't it?
No, ain't no Coke in here. This is nothing but vodka and Kahlua.
Hey, okay, so we're talking about, the benefits of having multiple multiple sex partners.
We
We got Wendy Williams on our hands.
Oh my God, I got the grades. It's like that ain't funny.
Hey, that is so ugly. Somebody who's really sick with that.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And hold on. And did y'all say Wendy had to leave her show?
She had to go on vacation for like 3 weeks.
Because she got the grades.
So let's go. Let's get past that and get on to the love, sex, and relationship.
Okay, I'm just.
So what's your point, PDO? What are you preaching about today?
I'm actually now. I want to let me just put a precursor to this. That it's not. This is not me encouraging people having a lot of sex partners, but I'm saying I thought it'd be interesting to highlight the benefits of having or what it says about a person and their mentality. What it says about a person and their mentality. What it says about a person who has multiple sex partners at a time. In a year and in a lifetime. In a year and in a lifetime.
What? So you think you should only have one sex partner?
So the benefits of having sex with more than one people.
So
more than one person
in your whole life.
Biblically,
different people. Absolutely, yeah.
Biblically, you're only supposed to have sex with one person, right?
No, that's more Christian than biblical.
Ooh. Okay.
It's not.
See, and most people don't think there's a difference in that. See.
No. Enlighten us. Let us know.
Yeah. No. So yeah. That the idea of a one man. Well, see, you getting. I don't want to get into the one man and one wife argument, but it kind of bears into that. But
Solomon had many wives.
Shout out
Solomon
to
had
Owen
many
Clark.
wives.
I only have one and only. I'm married.
Who's that?
Owen Clark said one and only he's married. That's a lie.
That's because he's a newlywed.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Makola Lewis who's listening. One of our regular listeners. We missed her birthday party last Friday. I feel so bad.
Oh, really?
Because you didn't tell us.
I did tell you. We said it live on the show, man. Y'all got me stuck at that play. But anyway.
We got you stuck at the play.
Makola, we love you. I got a gift for you.
Clink.
Makola, I got a gift card for you.
With Big Bubba.
I missed your party. I'm so bad. I feel so bad.
Because he was with Big Bubba. But go ahead.
10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. This is short and sweet right here.
Mm-hmm. So you said the benefits of having more than one.
Well, not so much the benefits, but what does it say about a person who has multiple?
They got a little bit more experience.
And I guess I should say the statement should be more accurately. I apologize to our listeners for being not accurate, but what positive things does it say about a person who has multiple sex partners? Because most times you think about multiple sex partners, people look at it in a negative light. It's kind of dark. It's like, you dirty, or you know what I'm saying, you're all over the place, you're anything, as if it's so bad. But what positive things does it say about a person who has multiple sex partners in a year, in a lifetime?
In a lifetime or a year, I would say it gives you more experience. Because you know more than just one.
Oh, it says that you're good at sex?
No, I'm
not
saying
just
you
sex.
Not just good at sex, but you understand more than just one type of person. So you understand where they're coming from. If you can relate to them, or if you're just having sex with that person and you only concerned about yourself, then you may not really care. But if you have multiple partners and your ultimate goal is for them to reach.
Dave really trying to spin that thing into a positive
you
satisfaction.
You can get really good at sex
Yes.
with a single partner.
True.
No, you can't. You know
Yes, you
why?
can.
No, you can't. You know why? Because you only can get
Good with that person.
Get good with that person. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why I
But-
have a problem with people who always say that. Oh, I can't trust somebody who's been married to multiple people, because see, if you've been married to somebody 50 years, right? Mm-hmm. You only know that person in that person way.
But see, I was actually agreeing with you.
But I'm saying you only know that person in that person way, sexually
Right.
or in marriage wise. You're great at satisfying that one person.
Yeah.
But if you
But
step out of that
so-
realm, can you satisfy that person?
Anecdotally, I would add that you can get good at sex with one person, which take myself for instance, right?
Don't try to. We know who just left here.
Nobody left. No, I consider
Shout
one
out to
partner
her.
of mine in my life to I honed my sexual skills with one single person
Okay.
out of the several dozen,
Okay.
right?
Right.
But what you were saying was that every partner is an emotional experience and an emotional maturity that you gain, right?
Not emotional.
And I think-
not really emotional because everybody physically is not made the same.
You're just saying that experience makes you wiser and better. You saying as a person?
Yeah.
The fact that you can
So
connect with a person like that,
physically
right?
wiser?
I
Yeah.
kind of agree with Dave.
Well, my question is asking what positive things can be said about a person who has multiple sex partners?
I think
what are the positives?
The positive thing,
in that?
and this is Ronology.
Okay.
Personal
Ronology.
Ronology. My personal opinion is that if you have multiple sexual partners, and then once you get to that one person, now you know exactly what you want, and you curve this person to be like, you know what I'm saying? You done did it all, so you're not going to do it again.
Well, you never do it all, and
Speak for yourself.
you never do it all, and
You've
then
been tossing salads.
it's like, yeah. so, I don't know, Jake. You have any?
Shout out to
thoughts
McCullough.
about
She said it says you like variety.
Yeah. I mean, variety is the spice of life. Isn't that what they say, right?
Yeah.
Because if you get with that one person and you spend that rest of your life with that one person, you only know. So my thing is this, right? Yeah. I know a female, right?
You do?
You do know a female?
You?
No, just one particular female.
you?
Just one.
I thought you only sleep with men.
So I know this one female. She was married. Okay. She married to her first, right?
To her first.
Wow. She only knew that one person.
Sure.
So she thought he was the bomb.
Right.
Until she experienced something else.
She experienced a red beard?
Whoops.
No, not me. Not me.
But that's a good point.
This woman.
That is a good point. So like
you took her life away.
But this is the thing. But if you've been if you and your partner only been with each other, if you let her go and she be with, she's gonna leave you. She's gonna be like, oh my God, nobody told me that dick is this bigger. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot. That's why you gotta do things to keep her.
So you gotta look. I don't know what was that Tyler Perry movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, with when she ended up with AIDS in the end.
Yes.
Oh, it was deep.
I forget the name of it. Yeah.
That was a good movie.
It was a decent movie.
And the thing about it is, she only knew her husband. She came from a small town, only knew her husband, right?
But she realized her husband was all she needed.
But the thing about it is, she found somebody who gave her a different lifestyle, different light. She started dressing a little bit better. She wasn't homely looking and everything like that.
It opened her up. So
like in today's time,
Lily,
it really did open her up.
Yeah.
But in today's time, we look at this, right? When we were growing up, we didn't have the internet. So we probably, most of us probably stayed in a small town or close to home, right? You probably was with or married somebody that you knew, right? But now, thanks to the internet, now you have the world at your disposal.
Right.
You know?
True.
And so now that one person who you probably would have sat down with and marry and probably live whatever after. And now you have all these options. Now you just don't know what to go with.
That's why I think if you've been with somebody, that's the only person you've been with, y'all need to look at porn together. Let's try this. Let's do this. That way.
Listen, it is true that when your options are limited, you get comfortable with something that maybe you wouldn't be if the circumstances were different. And that's why the argument I always give to people who say, our parents were married for 80 years or 70 years.
It don't work.
Most times they didn't have a lot of options. They didn't have internet. They couldn't jump on a flight. They didn't have money, and they didn't have careers where they could change cities. Like you did what you did where you were, and that's kind of how you worked it. But to the point. I got a couple of things. There's 4 things I listed as positive things you can say about a person who has multiple sex partners. Right. First one is that they are open. They're an open person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
And it's very important to be open. Secondly, it says that they are ambitious. a person who is willing to go after what they want. Believe it or not, a lot of people have all kinds of dreams and they aspire to do certain things, but they will never get out of the house.
And that person would do it
and go and do it. Other people will go do it. So even in
I'm gonna go do her.
Yeah, like I want to exactly.
I'm gonna go do her.
I'm gonna go do her.
I'm gonna go do her. Yeah,
Go do her.
and then it says that you're also fearless.
That's true.
Because again, lots of rejection comes with connecting with people, particularly intimately. Even
I know
though
what you mean. That mean you go raw. My bad.
That is a good way to describe going wrong. Oh, you fearless out here.
You gonna do that? All right.
Hey, baby, I'm trying to go fearless tonight. So, but open, ambitious, fearless, and then what happened?
I'm just trying to go fearless.
Do you go fearless? That's a good question.
Hey,
What
that's
is
the question. That's the question.
How many
Do you
people go
fearless?
raw? How many people go raw? You know what I'm saying?
You can go fearless.
Go fearless.
That's what that is, man. And then finally, it says you're open, you're ambitious, and you're fearless, and you're grounded. So
Ain't nothing like some fearless sex, boy. And
it says that you're grounded. So it's. I wanted to say that because I feel like it's important for people to understand that having multiple sex partners, there are some positive things about that. It says something positive about your personality because, believe it or not, most of the people who are dysfunctional, who have certain mental disorders and things like that, are people who don't feel comfortable connecting with people. They'll like people from a distance, but they won't say anything to them, right? They'll never go out and do it. And the person who's been with one, some people, they're proud of this. I only had 3 sex partners all my life. But if you notice their personality, many times they're dysfunctional on a lot of other levels when you haven't been exposed, open, ambitious, going after what you want. So what I'm saying is that there's a correlation between the personality traits and certain tools you have in connecting with a person for something as natural as sex, also with being functional in a normal, being in touch with your natural human nature and other people.
Right.
So
in other words, if you have multiple partners, you was not slow.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's a great way to put my whole point. That's the perfect ending for the whole thing.
So when you say multiple partners at a particular time or like their lifespan, a year?
Well, I'm saying
year,
like over a year. Like, and I'm not. I didn't break it down to really get a number.
Multiple partners over a year. If you're not, in a
lot of
relationship.
people, especially women, or at least women claim they don't have multiple partners. Did you ever see the 40-year-old version?
I love that movie. Yes.
Kelly Clarkson.
You know what I'm saying? but I think
you have your little action figures and things that you play around the house with. So I think there's a lot of men out there.
Dave said it best. To have multiple sex partners, it actually there is a positive correlation to say that you're more functional in general society, in general population. You know what I'm saying? Now, it can also say some negative things, but we concentrate on the positive things that it says about a person who has multiple sex partners.
And I tell you one thing about it is this, right? If you have multiple sex partners, especially from a man's perspective, you know how to handle rejection.
Amen.
Exactly. It's some things that come along with it. You do get tough skin.
But
you learn some
Spike
things.
Lee, of course, did a movie about a woman who had multiple sex partners, and it was pretty.
She's got to have it.
She's got to have it.
You said multiple sex partners. I said you do get tough skin. Whatever.
It ain't make sense.
Shout out to Rough Riders.
Those fearless Rough Riders.
See about the fearless, the raw. It's all in the raw. Wow.
What were you saying though?
No, I'm just saying the movie Lola. Of course, she had several sex partners.
Oh, and she's
Nola.
Nola.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nola.
Nola Darling.
Exactly.
Nola Darling, and she let him know. Don't look at me. You can judge me. I don't care. But
perfect example of what I'm saying. Exactly.
But she knew what she wanted.
And
until that dude bent her over and raped her. That was a good scene.
Jamie
raped. He said,
Jamie did it.
Yeah.
But she ended up liking it. But no, anyway.
Exactly. But again, the point is that that's what I really wanted to draw, and I'm glad we really pulled it out. And that is that there is a positive correlation with positive correlation. We just keep rolling. Just 5 more minutes. Positive correlation between a person who has multiple sex partners and a healthy social
So you
health.
in the Church of Jesus God in Christ say that it's positive
I'm just joking.
There's a positive correlation of the person's personality who their sexual health, their social health is a good correlation with them having multiple sex partners.
Yo, we had a great show.
They're not
It's
slow.
my understanding that PDO has a liberal interpretation.
He does.
So
Impressive.
Yeah, well,
I think that's a positive thing. I mean, you got to keep.
And
up
you
with
see
the
how he
times,
call
right?
you PDO? Did I change?
Yeah,
it?
no, that's nice though. And like I said, and it's difference between Christian ideas and biblical ideas.
Amen.
Remember that.
Very, very fair.
And I follow Mama. I follow the Christian. You know I do, Mama. You know. What
You
I'm
see
saying?
it,
And if I knew more about Judaism, I would throw some positive sexual stuff towards that
Hold up. How you gonna be Jewish and don't know that about Judaism?
Because
Jewish?
man, I went to synagogue like post 13 years old. I mean pre 13 years old.
And then after your
I
bar
had my bar mitzvah. I
What
went
did you
like
get? What was
one
the
other
most
time.
expensive thing you got at your bar mitzvah?
The most expensive thing? A check.
How much?
Well,
that was 80 years ago, man.
It was a grand.
It was a grand.
It was a grand.
That was a lot for 13 though.
I got that for my 12th grade graduation.
He was 13 though.
Yeah, you were 17. He was 13.
I spent it on a laptop.
You bought the $1,000 for a laptop. Yo, we had a great
And he watched porn on it.
I watched so much porn, and then I had so many sexual partners, and it was positive.
Off that bar mitzvah money, right?
Yo, next
Shout out
week,
to Barbara Mitzvah money.
Yo, next week we hoping to have the cast from the hit play DC play Breathe. They'll be in here. They can sing. It's some beautiful women coming here to sing next week, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all
I gotta watch when Ron say beautiful women. He always putting beauty and pretty on these women.
because I look at women from
And
their
they
inside.
be ugly as hell.
I look at women from their inside out. You know
Okay, well then let us know that definition is what we're talking about.
Everybody else's definition may not be the same.
I'm trying to tell you.
Y'all going to hell, gasoline draw. Salute!
Salute.
Got the club going up.